What's up, everybody? It's Chicks. That's not even the words, huh?
No, it is. It is.
What's up, everybody, or what's up, everyone?
Everyone. Oh, everyone.
It's not the words.
Okay. No, it was the. You went. You flew at 50% on that one.
What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday.
There you go.
And Kelly's with us. There you go. It's out.
Hey. I'm so used to us talking normally before we record at like a normal level, and then when you do the intro, you go, "What's up, everyone?" There's a pop, and there was
no pop. No, let me tell you, I lost my voice this weekend. It's actually back, thankfully.
You
mostly.
sound great now.
Yeah.
I lost my voice fully on Saturday. I was like, Fran heard me. She goes, "Oh my God,
oh no.
You sound awful." And I was like, wow, have the turntables.
Yes.
How the turntables.
Yeah, how the turntables. We are back from the Bachelorette weekend. How we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? Noah was, we saw Noah too.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm right here right now. Like, am I doing a podcast right now? You guys gotta let me know. I'm asleep.
We just interviewed Grant, the Bachelor.
Yeah.
2 minutes in,
that's going next week. By the way.
That's next. Sorry, that's next Monday.
That'll be out next Monday.
2 minutes in, I looked at him and thought, "Am I here right now?" Like I literally was like, I felt like out of body. Be like, I can't believe I'm here right now.
I can't believe it.
I felt that way too, and I'm not gonna lie. I did have an out of body experience, and this is like we'll talk about it as well because the Oscars were on Sunday night, and plot twist, they started at 7 p.m.
Oh, I was furious.
Which
I
was
was
just
like, still.
I thought I was getting home with an hour to spare.
No.
I quite literally walked into my apartment at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And I just like looked at I dropped my bags and Ariana Grande was just singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I was like, what's happening? That felt like a real out of body.
No.
I was very upset about that.
I was upset too because I wasn't home yet either.
Yeah.
I was just landing and then getting in the Uber to go home.
Crazy, absolutely crazy.
They didn't advertise that enough.
They didn't.
No, they really didn't. I know. It's always 8, but
it's always
granted, 8. It was lovely. It was a little bit earlier for because it always goes on so long. But anyway, no, it was full blown like. Am I breathing? Like I called.
I checked my pulse. I checked my pulse a few times on the plane.
My voice sounded awful on Sunday. I sound better today. Sunday was my waking up Sunday. I was like, I don't know. I called Joe and he goes, "You sound like you're about to take your last breath."
I was standing there. It's so funny.
I was like, I might. I just might.
No, seriously. We can go through day by day because the last day we actually played this weekend perfectly.
Yeah, we did.
By the way,
Yes, we did.
You know, somebody like blow their load too early. Like,
well, we said that at the beginning. We said we cannot blow our load on Thursday. Like that.
We have to set the tone.
We have to set the tone.
So,
it has to be good.
First off, I want to give a shout out to Scottsdale Bachelorette because
round of applause. They crushed it.
They crushed it. My sister found them, reached out to them to like decorate the house, do that sort of thing. Told them the Princess Diaries theme, and let me tell you, exceeded my expectations fully. Like I got there Wednesday night with my sister so we could set up other things because we also got the ladies some gifts and stuff that we wanted to set up. But the morning of, I went for a walk, went to go get my hair blown out so that I wouldn't see like what was going on. And I came back. I have a video like full blown, obviously sobbing. Like I'm like, this is the cool. Like I was not expecting.
Yeah, they did an amazing job. The attention to detail was extremely impressive.
So
even with just like the balloons.
Yeah,
there's certain
the one that what did she say?
That was my favorite one.
A
queen is never late. Everyone else is
simply early. Like on the balloon was insane.
They were also just creatively set up. Like
very.
I've been to a billion bachelorette parties. I don't know if I've ever been to one where the decorations were so perfect for what we were doing. Like every single thing, just even the little shot glasses with like your face on it with a fake twerking body. Like,
actually, my sister
Nicole did that.
Did she?
Okay. Yeah, that's got Nicole right all over it.
Me, any picture of me twerking was a Nicole job.
Okay, that's fair. Shout out to Nicole. Nicole.
Yeah.
But no, everything else like the balloons were crazy. Like
it was so good. So Thursday, everyone arrived like middle of the day, and Thursday was a chill night, movie night, projector in the background, beanbag chairs, blankies, bouncy house. Like after arriving, it was just like chill. I don't even know if anybody really drank. Like during the day,
I drank
people
a little.
drank. Yeah. But like,
But champagne.
yeah, of course. But at night, everyone was like, all right, we're chilling. We're watching movies. We're watching Princess Diaries. We're watching Aquamarine.
Yeah.
You know, some people hadn't met yet, so some girls were getting to know each other. Like, it was really lovely and wholesome.
It was, and I
Yeah, it
also
was.
loved that because it was such a Princess Diaries theme Thursday night. We were like, well, what movie? We were joking like, oh, is it like too much now to like also watch Princess Diaries?
Yeah.
But then we were like, oh, but we'll take the picture. We'll say,
Say,
and
just
then
the
we're like,
title
okay, we'll take
card.
the picture. And like 5 minutes started to play, and we're like, well, let's just watch a little bit of it. And then we just watched the entire.
watched the whole thing, we were like,
I mean, it's a great
we
movie.
were
crying.
It's
We're
just an
laughing. We're
amazing movie.
crying.
It's an amazing
It was
movie.
so good.
I know. I
we
cried
were
like
on the
6
bouncy
times
house.
on Thursday. Yeah, the bouncy house, which was amazing,
It was really
fit
funny.
perfectly, but incredibly hard to slide down.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
hard
we're
to slide.
adults.
Yeah, let me tell you, the bouncy house as an adult rattles your brain a little
me-
bit.
look,
Like
that's
jumping up and down isn't as fun as it
No.
was.
That thing
all a little
isn't
too
made
big.
for us
No.
anymore, and
Yeah.
we felt that when we were all trying to jump
It's for
at the same
children.
time.
It's
Yeah.
confirmed. It's for children.
It's
but,
a solo person thing now.
yeah.
Like Fran at one point was like, the bouncy house is fun alone.
Yeah, honestly, you got way more air when no one else was in there.
You did,
When
you
I was
did.
bouncing by myself, I was like, "This is lovely."
Yeah, this is.
But
a
like
blast.
when you had other people, you were like, when other people bounce and then
You double jump
you get
at the
stuck.
opposite. Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you go into it, then you get stuck. Yeah, and we were really trying to like lube up the slide. We were trying to think of different ways to get that going. And
We went in our silk
really, I mean,
PJs,
we
didn't
needed
work.
it would have needed to be like a slip and slide, which
Yeah.
we didn't need that.
Yeah, but then actually one of my
Somebody would have broke something.
No,
we would've
I
went
was-
flying
oh,
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
flying into the concrete.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
one of my friends, Fiona, she went down in her bathing suit and gracefully slid down, and we were like,
did.
and
Yeah,
she was
that
like,
was a
I
good
have
one.
really smooth skin, and we were like, okay, well,
Whatever, bitch.
yeah, I guess we're chapped.
I mean, we were dry.
Very
as hell.
ashy.
Yeah,
I was
we-
so
Dry
dry.
as hell.
Yeah.
I've never been so dry than I was
Dry
in
in
Arizona.
Arizona. And then Friday was boat day in the morning, which we were just in the middle of the desert at one point. Like I looked around and I'm like, wow, we really are in Arizona.
No, that lake was a mirage.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm still.
that-
Do we make it out of there? Like,
No.
are we dead now? Like, did
Yeah,
we die?
yes.
right.
That lake. Like, what
No,
was
that
that? Like, what the fuck?
We
What was
drove
that
an
boat?
hour like through the desert to just all of a sudden see like a body of water in the distance. And I was like, this is actually like in the movies when someone is dying of thirst and they're and they and they fantasize and they see a watering hole in front of them that they run to. It's not real. I was like, that's not real.
Yeah, we're like water. I need it.
Oh my god, it's a mirage.
I need it.
Oh, that was so fun though.
No,
That
the
was
boat.
fun.
The boat day was.
What was the boat actually called? It was like Pony
Pink Taco.
Pink Taco. That's it. Pink
Yeah.
Taco, which is in itself pretty perv. you know?
Yeah, a little
That's a
pervy.
little
The whole
vagina.
weekend was a little bit pervy.
Very,
But
yeah.
the boat was a blast, and we were just in the middle of the lake, which is a man-made lake, obviously, because you're in Arizona.
Yep.
I did not go in the water. Did you guys go in the water?
No,
I
just to pee.
yeah.
Which no bathroom on the
but
boat.
the water was freezing.
It was
cold.
it was like cold plunge level cold.
Yes.
Like it was tough.
I
Yeah.
at one point I like snagged my pinky toe on something. I thought I broke it. It's only sprained. Don't worry,
No,
ladies.
Kelly was
And
like, I broke my toe. I broke my toe. I was like,
it
what?
Felt, it felt broken.
But the
I
way
hit my
she said
toes-
it was very calm. It was just like she's like, my toe's broken. I know it. I just
No,
know it.
it is sprained, like it's bruised, but it's not broken. But I mean, I hit it so hard, I knocked the nail polish off. Like
Yeah.
that's how hard. But somebody was like, stick it in the water because it was so cold.
Yeah.
And it really did help. It helped
helped,
immediately.
yeah.
It was yeah. It was ice fucking cold, which is too bad because there was a slide.
There was a slide off
Kate
the
went
boat.
down the slide.
Kate,
Shout out Kate.
Yeah, your
She went
future
down the
sister-in-law.
slide.
She went off the
She
slide
was,
like
she
a
was
champ.
crazy for that. Like I took one look
Absolutely,
outside.
but-
I said, no way.
Good for her because I think if I don't know if I would have been able to come back
Well,
up.
but the
No,
thing is,
no
she
you know,
way.
like when it's so cold,
Yeah.
that I think I just would have like
Yeah, it sunk to the bottom.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she didn't tell anybody she was going
No,
off.
I
So
know,
all of a sudden, we just see a body fly into the water.
Yep.
We're like, oh my God, who went down the slide? And Kate, we were like, Kate!
That
The
was
thing
amazing.
about it too, the slide. So it was like a double-decker pontoon. So if you imagine that, like you go on and it's like the flat surface. There was a regular ladder that made you climb to the top, not like stairs or anything. And so on the top there was a slide. The slide was like a slide you'd imagine at a playground for children. Like it was a small slide and
short slide,
a short slide,
long
tall,
drop,
and a huge drop, like
huge drop,
like a 6 foot plus drop from the top of the thing. And so we're all on the bottom, kind of the stripper poles on the bottom. We're all twirling around the pole, taking lessons from cousin Fran.
I mean, my cousin Franny.
Nobody hits a pole like her.
Holy shit!
Nobody hits a pole like her. But yes, we're all sitting, we're twerking, whatever, and then all of a sudden we like hear a rattle and a shake, and we look over, and Kate's body's literally flying into the. Like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
But honestly, like cousin Franny, who's not really my cousin, but is my cousin.
Yeah.
We've been through that before on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know what was really a fantastic moment that I had this weekend was listening to Franny. I think it was either Fiona or Leah trying to explain to one of them how you guys were related. And I literally, I was cracking up on the inside, and I let her go for like 5 minutes before I jumped in and went, they're not related. Like,
but at one point,
I was like, it's very far down. Like, but she does exactly what you do. Where you like, you set it up. And it's like, well, this person lived next door to this person, and this, and then it's
we're really just best friends. Yeah, like it's really like, and Franny's like, she's just my best friend. Like I don't know what else to say. But
she's your childhood bestie.
No, it's literally it's so funny because we were then by the end of the week I'm trying to just get her to move to New York.
Yeah.
Oh no, the whole time I was
we
like,
were like,
Franny,
you gotta
go to the shore anytime we
were. She was like, I know, I'm trying. But the move, I wish she was here to recap because the move she was pulling. But at the end,
I asked her if she took a class. I was like, are you taking classes?
Like what is going on?
It was insane.
No, but at the we'll get to the Saturday. But
she's like a gymnast. She's got like
she's
a
so
gymnast
strong.
style
body.
She's incredible.
Yeah,
like
she's very strong. She's made a muscle. Like her whole body is one big muscle.
It's insane. Like the move she was pulling out, my jaw was on the floor. No, but the boat was so fun. The bus driver that took us to the boat took us to In-N-Out after the boat, which was just an unbelievable call.
Yeah,
that was the best.
Which was
maybe the best.
My
meal
friend
I've
Hope's
had.
doing. She was like, he's taking us to In-N-Out. I was like, I didn't even think of that. Like that is incredible.
That was genius. And
Unreal. I almost ate my fingers off eating those
literally.
fries.
I was sitting next to Kelly in the car, and Kelly's a very
silent.
Let me tell you, Kelly's a very dainty eater, a very polite
I'm
eater.
a little OCD about it.
I've never, and Kelly turns to me, she goes, you ever see me eat like this? No, I actually haven't.
I ate that burger in 5 seconds flat, and then I was eating the fries with my fist, like almost took my whole fingers off. I was so hungry. It was so delicious. Like I just couldn't get over it. It was the best meal maybe of the weekend. Like, I loved that In-N-Out.
It was so good.
So good.
Me and Leah just ate our fries and burger in complete silence, and it took us maybe like 3 minutes flat to just house it all. And then like with burger still in our mouth with our plates empty, we just like looked at each other and we were like, nope, that was good.
Don't tell anybody about this.
That was really fucking
rolling
good.
up our non-existent
We were all
sleeves.
raving.
God, it was
so
really
good.
Yeah, I had like In-N-Out sauce on my bathing suit.
Yeah, it was
like,
incredible.
whatever.
I know all over my
delicious.
white bathing suit. I'm like, this thing's trash. This is done for.
So good.
And we got back, and it was a classy dinner that night. We went to Toca Madera in Scottsdale, which I don't, if you've been there, you know it's like a great spot. They got fire performers. They got a man playing the guitar.
Yeah, it was like electric.
It was
bass.
The fire lady and the electric guitar guy were unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, the fire lady. How did she learn how to do that? She was swallowing fire. She was literally deep throating fire, and then she'd blow it back out.
How do you one day know that you could swallow fire like that?
No idea.
How do you experiment like that? Actually posted
And she was so hot.
I think you have to like join the circus.
No, you really have to. In my head, I kept thinking like I couldn't get past the logistics. I was like, it has to be like a flammable something that she's like coating in her mouth or whatever. But eventually that goes away, and then doesn't it burn your mouth? Like, is she swallowing gasoline? Like, what is it?
I don't know. It has to be
vodka,
like
maybe
edible
like,
fire. I don't know. I'm not sure. But
we need a fire swallower.
I posted on my story, and everyone was like, "Wait, is that you?" And I was like, "What?" First of all, it looked like me.
People thought that was
you. I'm not kidding. I got a ton of people responding, like, "I thought that was you," and I was like,
"What?
I wish." Like, it didn't even look like me doing that.
She had a long braid. When would you have gotten that big long braid?
No, I don't know. You know, long braid in. She was phenomenal, but the food.
So good.
The food was amazing.
Incredible.
Food was really,
so
really good.
The food was
cocktails also.
Cocktails were out of control. Funky,
So
good. Like I love a restaurant with like a good funky cocktail that puts on a show.
The watermelon margaritas, they were going down swimmingly.
Out of control.
They were so delicious, like so incredible. And then Friday, I stayed up way too late talking with my friends. You two went to sleep.
Oh yeah,
And
I was socially
Kelly,
drained.
yeah, Kelly and I were sharing a room as well, and it's just like, I think we got to the house was so amazing, but like you could hear everything in every room. Like there was no, no noise. Like you close the door, doesn't like
Didn't
you
matter,
you could feel like you were inside the room. And at that point, like Kelly and I were so tired, we just got into bed, and I was like, I hear all the giggles. I'm like, my eyes are closed. I was like, I can't.
I didn't even have FOMO. I was like, I don't even have the energy to have FOMO right now.
Yeah, no,
that's
I'm going to be
right.
honest.
Yep.
So it was one of my favorite moments of the weekend because my friends and I were just laying in bed, like, just, you know, when you just get the giggles and everything was funny. Like, every single thing was so funny. Everything everybody's doing. And at one point I was like, guys, let's play show and tell. Leah show and telled her water bottle so good that all of us bought it in that moment. Like I was like, whatever you're doing right now, I'm buying all of us took up our Amazon and we were like, yep, we're buying this water bottle. Like it was so
She's
good.
a great salesman.
She was such a salesman.
Yeah,
She told.
And she did. And I was like,
she should have.
You know the moment when I brought it up and I was like, let's do show and tell, and they're like, Maria, no. They're like, show and tell right now. I was like, this is Octavia, my stuffed animal that I travel with. I was like, I'm gonna force everyone to do show and tell right now. You better go around and do it. And it worked.
Party.
Show and tell worked because I got that water bottle.
Did you want to clarify that everybody was a little high? Or?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I didn't
by
mention.
the
I
way.
wasn't sure if you were trying to.
Oh no, I forgot that part. But no,
I feel like it's an important addition.
It is.
No, it is a very important addition that everybody smoked the joints that my sister brought.
Yeah.
And
which were I don't even know where did she get those?
I don't
joints
know.
from?
I don't know. But
even
everyone was
know.
like,
No one knows.
Noah steps in. He's like,
I just have to say because
that was the first sound out of Noah's mouth, and it wasn't a good one.
No, because I was having like a great time. Like I was feeling real good at the club, and then we walked back to the bus, and she was standing outside the bus and just like handed it to me. So I didn't even think.
I took a hit too at that.
I took like what I thought was a small one, and immediately on the bus, like I was like, oh no, like
No,
And
I
Noah
was tripping out on the bus.
And Noah got on that stripper pole and he was flying around that place.
No, and I was like so in my head too. I was like, fuck, I should not have taken that. I don't know what was in that.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
No,
I got into mom mode. Like I also did the hit, and then I got to the back of the bus, and I couldn't talk to anyone, so instead I just filmed everyone on the pole. So I have everyone on the pole.
No, thank God
Tommy Smoke's going around for an hour.
Thank God you have everybody on the pole.
Yeah, I do.
No, but Friday
Jeffy
night
Lowe,
we
I had
were,
to.
yeah, we were a little.
And this was my face the whole time.
Yeah,
feeling horrified.
I was like,
No, it was
Glenny,
so
I have Glenny
funny.
humping the pole.
Oh, so good.
Oh no.
But no, yeah, we were high during the show and tell, so I do have to clarify that.
Yes.
And Hope and I together, like in high school, we would just smoke all the time, and just me, Jesse, and Hope would go to Jesse's house. Hope and I would smoke, and we would just nonstop giggles all night long. So on Friday, we were like, it brings you back to that moment.
Running
we were
it back,
like,
yeah.
We were like, wow, this is really bringing us back to that moment. We were stuffing chocolate-covered strawberries in our faces. Shout out to Matt who sent the chocolate-covered strawberries.
I
Always-
miss those.
Always
and I'm
have to have
pissed.
those.
I love a
And then we were like,
chocolate
you know when you starts being a lot, and
Yeah.
Hope looks at me with a bag of Doritos, and I was like, no. I was like, Hope, we're not.
No,
Hope, we're not built like this anymore. Okay, put the bag of Doritos down.
Yep.
All right, we're not gonna be okay
I got
tomorrow.
acid reflux.
If we open up that bag of Doritos, our chests are gonna be burning. Put the Cool Ranch down. So that was we stayed up way too late. So then I was like, fuck. Saturday morning, I'm like, God damn, we have a full day of pool party into club. How am I gonna make it? And boy, did I make it though. What a magical breakfast we had this morning coming into the studio. A McDonald's breakfast. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle, and I put my hash brown on that sucker, and it tasted absolutely amazing. McDonald's breakfast is the absolute best, and making time for it is the best feeling. When you get that McDonald's breakfast before the clock strikes out, there is no better feeling. Also, making a breakfast taco with the big breakfast is actually pretty good. Or a little hash brown on the McGriddle, like I said. Obviously, I always order multiple hash browns when I get McDonald's breakfast because one just isn't enough for me. I'm gonna need at least 2 or 3 because I know that one, I just need a little bit more. So, breakfast, it always comes first in the morning. And let that first thing be McDonald's. Wake up because it's time for McDonald's breakfast. We had a pool party at the house on Saturday. We had a home DJ come. Shout out Gabby Rose.
Shout out Gabby Rose. Well, wait, we got to shout out Chef Betsy first.
First.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
We had a chef brunch come first. See, my eyes fried. We had a chef brunch come, Chef Betsy and the whole team. It's an all-female team. They are fucking incredible. I actually took a picture of the card.
Chef Betsy and
French
Aaliyah.
toast,
Shout out to Aaliyah who cooked it all up.
Omelets, potatoes, fruit,
Personal omelets,
mimosas.
too.
Artisan personal chefs in Scottsdale. They're incredible. She was like, no boys allowed. We're an all-female team. And they had the best energy in the entire
Great
world.
energy.
Chef Betsy gave me a massage.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
She
was like a
was-
tiny little lady with like
my God,
short
she was
hair
so
and glasses.
cute.
She was the cutest lady, and she was like, oh my God. At one point, we had to have more alcohol delivered because we had drank all the alcohol, and it arrived. And the guy who delivered it was this like kind of buff, like bald guy, and he had like a good tan. And he came up, and I like didn't see him come walking up the thing. And Betsy was like, "Ooh, the guy's here." She like ran to the door to open it, and as she was opening, she was like, "This guy's hot."
Yeah.
Like, open the door.
No.
I think Betsy may have thought that man was not a delivery guy.
Yeah,
No,
She-
she
you know,
no,
I
yeah,
think
she did. She thought it was.
I think
a
she
stripper
thought
for
there
sure.
was it was breakfast in a show.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
would
I
have
think
been
she was
amazing.
hoping it was, by the way.
Oh, she absolutely was. She walked right. Once Kelly, you opened the door, she came back over to the table. She looks at the end of the table I was sitting down, and she goes, "Hot guy at the door, just FYI."
Yeah, it was unbelievable because then we told her we had the Cabana Boys coming, which are like it's a thing in Scottsdale. Cabana Boys, we'll get to that. And she was like, "Oh, the Cabana Boys, they're hot." and she was like, "I know someone who maybe made out with them." Like she was like
She was. I know. I have a little story. No, I shouldn't say.
Yeah, she's like,
shouldn't
shouldn't
say.
say,
Tell
shouldn't say. We were like,
us.
come on, Betsy, tell us. No, it was so funny. And then the pool party, DJ Gabby Rose came. Shout out Gabby Rose, phenomenal
Huge.
DJ, gorgeous.
Kept the vibes
DJ
going.
Gabby Rose looked like Alexis Bledel, but like with like a beauty filter on or something.
No,
Like,
it was-
not that Alexis Bledel
Yeah,
isn't already
she
the most
had like a
beautiful
little
woman
Lily
in the
Rose
world.
depth to her too.
Yes.
kind of. Like,
Gabby
she was
Rose
very cool. Yeah.
So cool.
Gabby
and so
Rose was
pretty.
sick. She
Yeah.
was sick.
Unbelievable.
And then
good vibes.
the Cabana Boys showed up.
Yeah.
And so it's two Cabana Boys, and we were like, what are the Cabana Boys? You know what I mean? Are they strippers? Are they not strippers? Like, what are they about to do? Turns out they're like gymnasts. They
Yeah,
were doing
yeah.
flips all around the backyard. They made us play all these games. They were putting on a circus in the backyard.
They were great. Yeah, they,
Great
they,
facilitators of fun, one might call
Yes,
them.
facilitators of
Absolutely.
fun for
Yeah,
sure.
They set up every drinking game you could think of. We did a little flip cup. We did a little slap
cup.
cup. We did musical chairs, but it was like
Musical
with
flip
drinking,
cup.
musical flip cup, whatever.
Which I won.
That was a good time. Which you won. The
Yeah.
bride won. And I mean, yeah. And then every losers get these shots. This
They were pouring.
Oh, you
they
do
were
something, you
Let
get a
me tell
shot.
you, they were shoving shots down our
shoving
throat.
shots. Shoving
Shoving
shots down
shots down
the
the throat.
But they were mixed. They were like a good mix shot. So it was messy, but it wasn't. Nobody was puking.
Yeah.
which
No,
I was,
nobody
I was
was
worried
puking.
that it was going to get too far. But
No,
it really
I love
was
that,
not.
and it's something that I never do on my own, like mix shot.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Like, but
yeah, me neither.
when somebody else does it, I'm like, this is amazing.
No, it was-
which is exactly what they were good for. They brought out trays of.
They served
shots
us the
and-
entire time. And then at one point they were like, bride, it's really hot here in Scottsdale. We're going to need your help to take our shirts off. And I was like, Kelly? I was like,
yes.
I know Kelly wants to take this man's shirt off right now.
And I did.
I was like, I'll pour the shots down his fucking throat and you whip this man's shirt off. And Kelly was like, ooh. Kelly was giving divorcee in Thailand.
Big time, big
the whole
time.
time.
Well, I had my visor on. I had
Kelly's
my
energy on Saturday was so fucking funny. She was in like her tropical bikini set.
from Anthropology, by the way. Everybody
And-
asked me.
Amazing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a black, which he continually called a hat, which I was like, honey, that's a visor.
It's a visor.
It's a visor,
She's
but
like, it's hat, but it's just like the top is open, but it can be closed. I'm like, no, it's still a visor.
Yeah.
And just being like, boys.
I have a picture of Kelly.
It was really good.
Like she's laughing head back next to standing one of the Cabana Boys, and it's an incredible.
I had a great time with the
picture.
Cabana Boys.
you have-
They were so cool.
You're basically
They were
like,
really
palm
cool.
trees all over the whole thing.
Yeah.
At one point, there's beautiful vegetation around the backyard, and we're looking at this tree that had grapefruit, orange. We didn't know what it was. Kelly just goes, "Oh, let me pull up my app. I'll be." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I have a flower app.
like,
Picture this. It's a
yeah,
really good app.
yeah.
Bitter orange tree.
No, the
It
Cabana
was-
Boys were.
Oh my god, it was so funny. By the way, one of the Cabana Boys rolled up, and when he walked down into the driveway, he had his motorcycle helmet under his arm. And
Wait,
I
I
was like,
missed that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I was like,
which one?
this guy. You know,
I don't
like
think we
maybe
should
I
say
should
their
have named
name.
my
No, that's
name.
true. That's true. That's true.
The
Yeah, don't
taller
say it.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
But
okay.
Fran went
Of
outside
course,
and
of
looked.
course.
Green motorcycle.
Oh, I did.
Of course.
I had at that point. I was like, I must say, lime green.
How did I miss? I
Lime
can't
green
believe I
motorcycle.
missed that.
I said
I would've been like, let me put the
motorcycle
helmet
parked in
on.
the driveway. I went,
No.
of course.
I truly thought
so funny.
the helmet was part of the act when they walked in. I was like, what are they about to do with this helmet?
Yo, what's
right now?
happening here?
No, but they were so fun and
They were fun. They were sweet boys.
They were
They were
sweet,
really sweet,
But we
yeah.
were like at one point just forcing them to do flips. We were like,
Yeah.
flip,
we're like,
get
in
do
the
this
pool.
flip, get in the pool and do a flip on land. And they were like,
And they were. They did
were
it all.
flipping all over the place.
They did it all.
They were doing lots of flips, and then they were like, all right, we're clocking out. And Kelly was like, pay him, tell him to stay another hour.
I was
She was like,
I'm
I
in the
got
pool.
this.
I'm in the pool. I'm like, give him my Venmo.
Yeah,
No,
and someone hand me my phone.
And
right
here's
now.
the problem. Kelly paid them a large sum of money in which they didn't do any work after. They just got in the pool the whole time.
They just hung out with us in the pool. And by the way, I had a great time still.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
just
still fun.
swimming in
They
the
were-
pool.
No, but then they started pouring us shots and like cradling us like we were getting
They kept
baptized.
baptizing us in the pool.
They were like, would you like a shot, dear? And they
Yeah.
literally like cradle you in the pool. And like
Yeah,
pour.
right. Every time
that
they
was
were,
worth
they
every
were like,
penny.
come here, and they would dip you slowly in the pool and
There
then
was
pour
a
the
very
shot back.
there was a very delicate way they were.
Yes.
they were
Handling your
they were
hands.
handling the back of our heads for the.
They're probably
pouring the
trained
shots
or something to like
You know?
not be
like, there was
offensive
a very
or something.
like it was a
No, but it's very gentle.
Yes, it was
It was.
very gentle. It was
was.
very
and like a
gentle.
slow dip.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some more shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pool, like in the pool, though, I really did feel like I was being baptized, and then
No.
and then wait, I have videos of you holding Ria up, like literally baptizing her, like spinning in circles, and me in the background singing "Christ has died."
I was literally carrying her like a baby for a long time.
Fran
Yes.
was carrying me for probably 45 minutes.
You
in
just
the
got
pool.
passed off by everybody. We
And
all carried you like a baby.
We were having such good conversation. No, I did. Everyone carried me like a baby at some point in the
We
pool.
all did.
But me and Fran were having such good conversations, but our faces were so close, and we didn't realize that my sister and Alex they took pictures, and they were like, "Are you two gonna kiss?" They were like, "What happens between you two?" And we looked at the photographs. We were like, "We didn't even realize we were that close." Like,
No.
and my
were
jaw,
so drunk.
and
We were just like talking.
yeah, we were just talking. And at one
normal.
point, my mouth is like wide open, like, and Fran was like, "What was I telling you?" I was like, "I don't remember." Like, for me to be making that face, and then Kelly was holding me,
my
and Leah was
God.
holding me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody was holding me in the pool, and I was like, "Wow, this is." I truly felt like I was just floating in heaven. Like,
It was the best.
no, it was honestly.
It was
I was
a
doing. Do you guys see me
euphoric
cheer?
pool.
Do you guys see me do cheerleading?
Yes,
Which
Kelly
is the
was
craziest
Kelly
thing in
was
the
up
world.
in the sky like a flyer.
It's I was a flyer in
And
high school for 5 minutes.
which
I
is-
said I haven't done
you're
that in 18
way
years.
too tall to be a flyer.
I know, I always was, but I was always like 90
back
pounds.
spot or
So
what?
it was
Oh,
like,
true.
not anymore, but I was
Right.
at the time. But I don't know how. I don't even
No,
know
but
how
in the
that happened.
pool, I was just like, oh my god, she's so tall. out of
I
the
do
water.
not know how that happened. Like there were multiple cheerleaders in attendance, and you know how that.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes. Like all
Right,
of a
the
sudden- you know what
cheerleaders-
happens
with the cheerleaders
The
all get
cheerleaders
together.
band together.
All of a sudden, it's
And
like
Leah
let's
is a-
stunt. Let's stunt. She's an active.
She's a cheer coach right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you know she's ready to stunt.
She was. I think she brought it up, and then
Yeah.
they were like looking for a flyer, and I was like, I was a flyer, and then they're like, get up here.
Yeah, get up here.
Flawless. It was flawless. I'm sorry.
No, it
I
was-
have to say it. It was flawless.
it was very
Haven't done it
impressive.
in 18 years, but I'm lucky I didn't smash
It
my
was
head on
amazing.
the concrete. That was a bad idea.
No, honestly, the pool was so much fun. Like, I truly was just having the best time of my life.
And it
I
was
was like,
heated.
I don't want to get out of the pool was heated. I was
Yep.
like, I do not want to.
Ours was not.
It was
Yeah, I
a
heard-
perfect-
I heard
sucks.
that.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
and I was
We
like,
felt bad.
Ours was
ah.
a perfect temperature.
It was,
Yeah, it was so
actually
good.
perfect. And then we all got in the jacuzzi, which
Yeah.
was perfect. It was so good.
The jacuzzi was gossip hour. I've never
Oh,
gossiped
yeah.
as hard. I was just oozing gossip. in
Right.
The jacuzzi.
Oh, right. The
It was
jacuzzi,
best.
when you step foot into a jacuzzi, it's like,
Yep.
all right, let's talk some shit.
I had to flash my titties to get in the. No, I
Oh.
said, don't get in the jacuzzi unless you flash your titties. I said,
I
of
saw
course.
everybody's nipples this weekend.
Every
But-
single person.
yeah.
The most-
You know, sometimes that happens.
most-
Sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes it happens.
Us three meet again.
Well, we're telling this story? No way we're telling this story.
I mean,
are we?
Just a little bit, because at one point
I'm already
between
dying.
the pool and the club, we were like, how the hell? We were fucked up. We were like, how the
Too fucked
hell
up at that time.
are we making it?
The Cabana Boys left. DJ Gabby Rose is gone.
We made an executive decision that
Yeah.
we just had to
Keep going.
had to keep
had
going.
to stay up. Had to
Like
keep
I
going.
just like
Yep.
even if it was a slow roll, I was like you just have to crack another drink.
No, you have to crack another drink. And me, Fran, and Franny were sitting outside, and we were like, should we go take a shower?
Yeah.
Should we go stand in the shower? I had an awesome shower.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
Yeah.
Ginormous shower.
It was like a full half this set, like the entire set,
literally,
was like the size of the shower. It was massive.
So
a whole room.
We end up going in the shower with some more drinks. We're playing the best music. We're playing songs that I'm like, this is shake, 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 shake it.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Kelly opens up the door to the bathroom.
Well, no. You
no,
sent
we
out a
texted-
text.
we sent
You
out a
group
text.
text said,
Yeah.
meet us all in the shower.
Well, we said, Alex, come to the shower.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Kelly opens the door. She's like, all right, are we doing this right now? Jumps into the shower. The four of us were in this shower for so fucking long.
Yeah.
like an hour and a half.
We literally pruned up in this shower. Like,
We had our own DJ dance party.
we did.
Yeah, but it was just like we had to.
We had to
It was
do
the
it.
only way. It was the
We
only
had
way.
to do it. And the people who didn't join really missed out on a good time.
They didn't. They must not have seen the text.
They must have
They
not
must
seen
have
Well, it's
it.
just one of the
text.
gayer things we've ever done.
Oh
know?
yeah,
So
no,
it's-
certainly.
for
Like
sure.
this is,
But
I didn't tell like anyone else. Like when we got to the club, you mentioned something to Matt, and I was like, oh, she
Well, no,
told you.
because
Yeah,
Fran
yeah.
pulled up the picture on her phone
Yeah.
of all of our heads,
It was
just our
just
heads.
Don't worry, it's just
Oh,
head,
no.
it's
Just
heads
heads.
up.
Just heads.
Heads up.
And she was like,
I forgot
look,
about
look.
that.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
like, did you tell Matt about this? I was like, yes, I did. Yes, I did tell him about this. And let me tell you,
Like, thank God, because I think I had 3 drinks while we were in, like,
Oh, yeah.
In the
because-
shower.
and it kept me going.
it did. No,
It
that
really
shower
did.
fueled me.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I was
And
like, I need this to
energy
at least.
Here's the thing.
Because my problem with Friday night was time just started moving so slow. Like between like 7 and 9 o'clock just took so long. I was like every second, like I was like, I need to keep going.
No, at one
It
point,
was.
Once it hit like 6:30, I was like, we gotta keep
the
going.
fact that the
Keep going.
4 of us were fist pumping naked on the bathroom floor. It was just
No,
like
I was-
a memory that will not leave my head. But the thing is, Fran and I are so comfortable in that sense. Like we'll walk around each other.
Shockingly,
like,
you probably wouldn't think this about me, but I'm very pro nudity.
yeah, me,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
comfortable.
Which
But
I am not.
Kelly's
Yeah.
not.
That is a new.
So
that's
she
a
was
new
like
grown thing.
She
for
was
me.
jumping around, going, "I can't believe I'm doing this right now."
Also, if I'm hammered, it's like
Right,
then
no,
it doesn't.
totally
then it doesn't
different.
matter. I
Yeah,
care
yeah,
way
yeah.
less.
Totally
but
different.
usually that's not my.
No,
I didn't grow up in a
I'm
naked
like-
house. I don't have sisters. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah,
different.
right. No,
yeah,
when you
yeah.
have sister,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
whatever. And
yeah.
Totally. I'm like group setting. At certain moments, even when we first got there, I was changing. I'm like, oh, the door's wide open. Like, I
Yeah,
just,
but everyone's
I
comfortable.
don't care.
Yeah.
Franny was like jumping up and down. I need to move to New York. She was like,
We were
she was
we can do this all the time in New York.
The 4 of us can do this every day together.
Yeah.
No, it's actually so
We do
fucking
have to
funny.
get her there.
And the pictures of that Fran has on her phone are so funny. Just head up, like
Yeah.
of course, of
you
course.
know, they're
It's
clean.
amazing.
They're
classy.
clean. They're
Yeah, they're
clean
good.
shots.
They're good.
Keep it
They're
classy.
good.
Keep it classy.
But it was
clean
productive.
shots.
You know,
It
it was. I washed my hair.
Yeah, no, we all washed. We took moments underneath the shower to all wash our
We did-
hair,
we did
wash
our-
our
our-
bodies.
we did
The
sexy
fact that
performances.
We all got ready and did our makeup, and
Shocking.
by the time I did my makeup, my hair was like halfway dry because it was just air drying.
Took forever.
And I just looked in the mirror and was like, does this look good? Or have
It was
I
gorgeous.
been drinking so much?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
Fran came in
I had
like
to go
full
over.
face and was like, if I put some salt spray in here, are we
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
go? I said, yeah,
Kelly was
girl.
laying in bed
Yeah.
like this. I was like, Kelly, look at my hair right now. if I zhuzh this up a little bit, am I gonna be okay?
No, it was
Meanwhile, I had
great.
just done a full curl, like deep breathing through
No,
curling.
you curled your hair phenomenally.
It was crazy.
I
It
looked
was
in the
really
mirror-
impressive all around. Really, everybody looked beautiful, which
Couldn't
is
believe it.
a
After
tough
I-
feat for the way
Yeah.
we looked 3 hours
Right.
before.
No, I looked in the mirror. I said, "Is this the best my makeup's ever looked?" Like I was literally like,
You had like a perfect like shimmery.
I think
look.
I was like slobbering on my face. Like my tongue was hanging out of my mouth while I was doing my makeup. I was like, I don't know how I'm doing this right now. I
think
do not.
I think you really just blend more when you're
Yeah.
Because
a
you're
little
really
drunker.
trying to make it.
Yeah, it's
and-
muscle
and
memory,
blending
muscle memory.
is really the magic a lot of the time.
It is for sure. I'm not blended today, but on
No,
Saturday
no.
I was blended.
Oh yeah, no wait. I want to say I'm sporty because I had to wake up at 8:45 a.m. to play basketball.
No,
for
that's
Rome.
No.
insane.
So I just want everybody to
Good
know
for
that.
you.
But the
That's
fact that I'm
insane.
alive
For
is
you.
a miracle
And
in itself.
then I was like, I'm gonna need this party bus to come a little bit sooner. Like I was like,
Yep.
if
And
this-
that was the right call.
I was like, if this party bus doesn't come sooner, we have a problem on our hands. So the party bus picked us up. Then the party bus picked up all the guys. Matt came running onto the bus, jumped into his arms, full split in the
Splits,
air,
coochie out
a little make
for the
out,
boys.
you know, literally the best feeling in the entire world because we had such an amazing weekend, and then all of a sudden meeting, like combining groups was such an amazing idea.
So fun.
Like it was so much fun because we both individually had like great weekends with all of our friends and like all the people we love, but then to combine everyone together, I'm like, oh my God, this is truly everybody I love
so
in
fun.
one setting. Like my brain was going crazy. It was so much fun. Highly recommend like meeting up with your husband on your bachelorette parties if you do the same weekend. But like do your thing.
Yeah,
You know, do your
definitely, yeah.
thing
Yeah.
with your girls. And then you meet up in the last night where everyone's just like so excited. Got to the club. Club was fantastic. The bottle girls were coming out with on cars and angel wings.
I
thought
first
I
of
was
all,
fucking hallucinating.
those
actually,
were the hottest girls I've ever seen.
They
Where'd
were-
they get those girls? I'm like, this is. They
Where
kept
did you
coming
find these women?
And they all looked
Kelly,
exactly
I said
the same.
the same
But I
thing.
was like,
I was
what the
blown
fuck?
away. They were
Yeah.
stunning. I was just staring at
Gorgeous.
one of them for a while.
Yeah,
Sorry,
for
I'm
real.
being weird.
Their
Right, but
asses,
you're
I was
gorgeous.
like, is
Actually,
that
one of
real?
them looked like Liv from Love Island.
Yeah,
Like spot
very
on.
much so.
really
Yes.
so gorgeous.
So
Yeah,
stunning.
they were stunning. The club was so much fun. Had a nice table, had some champagne, some
Signs.
shots, signs, some great signs. It was really just a classic club, like just dancing nonstop, everybody having a blast, combining groups. And then we get back in the party bus, and now everyone's fucked up at this point, and there's 2 stripper poles on this bus. And the girls, our house was about 35 minutes away from the guy's house. So we had about 35 minutes before we picked up the guys where we all got some time on the stripper pole.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
also had time on the stripper pole on the boat. Like we had a lot of stripper pole
Yeah,
time.
yeah. We had
So
our
we were
moments.
kind of stripper pulled out.
Yeah,
Like we were
yeah,
like, all right,
right.
we don't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I
pulled
mean?
my pussy out enough.
Right, same.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody saw my ass cheeks.
Yeah.
We were also in everyone was in like tiny dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skimpy stuff.
And and when we sat on the bus, it was like we were just
Yeah.
a lot of flashing.
I
Like,
had
we were like
flashing.
we were in short dress. You know,
I know it may not look like it, but I did have good underwear on for my dress. Like it
Yes.
may have looked like a dress where you can't wear underwear, but I figured it out and was able to
Yeah.
wear underwear, which was great because I was moving in ways that
No,
I didn't even know my
you
body
actually-
could move.
They were trying.
Actually
They were trying to
would've-
get you to send you to jail for the way he was
I was
moving.
gonna say,
out.
well, it would have been a problem if you did.
Oh yeah. No, you
it
needed
actually
underwear.
would have been
You
a
needed
huge
underwear.
problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my ass jiggles out and everything before the guys came onto the
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah, we all did.
But once they got onto the bus, they were like, wait, we haven't been around a stripper pole all
Yeah, they
weekend.
were like, we want to shake our ass.
And each guy took a turn on this stripper pole, and each one got worse and worse. Like it started out strong. Like one of Matt's friends started out really strong.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He
was
started
good.
out
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
strong.
Yep.
And then it got to Tommy. Tommy was strong.
Tommy was strong.
Slow spin.
It was just here's the thing: is
Tommy
like
had like 18 rotations.
the poles.
on that.
Yes,
Like, at
the
one time,
poles themselves on the bus. The pole on the boat did not spin, but the pole on the bus did spin. Which for those who don't know stripper poles, they do traditionally spin because
Yes.
that's how they get around.
We now know.
We now know, but the guys, instead of like performing, like they would just hop on the pole and then we just like spin them around. And I think Tommy legit went around 25 times. Like
Yeah,
I've
he
never
was-
seen someone spin.
He was
more
like
in
a
a
slow
circle.
spin. Glennie was humping the
Yeah,
pole. Okay,
Glennie's-
Glennie texts me. Nobody knows. Glennie texts me. Put on Crazy Bitch. And that's why that song came out of nowhere. And I put on Crazy Bitch and he hopped out of his seat.
Yeah, he did.
Like and
Got it.
spun around this which was amazing.
He loved
but
it.
then it progressively got worse. You know, like Noah, he had hit that joint and we were like, we basically forced Noah
I
onto
only
that
have-
pole.
I did not want to go.
Actually,
No, Noah.
it wasn't even us.
By
Because
the
I
way,
gotta be
Noah-
honest,
No,
I
it
didn't.
was-
No.
It was like
The boys were pressuring each other.
No, the boy.
Yeah.
Like,
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
No,
was
oh, no,
really quick.
I was like, let me get up there so I can say I did it, but I'm.
Yeah, it was
No,
really
you
quick.
didn't. It wasn't
You could
bad.
not have run up and run away.
The,
Yeah.
the video I have
Yeah.
of Noah is only 2 seconds
Yeah.
because I couldn't hit record fast.
Which
enough.
is
He was
perfect.
down too quick.
Perfect.
He did what he needed to do, and he did it.
He went up and,
let
like,
me tell you,
shook
we
it
were
and then
not
went
forcing
down.
Noah. The guys
No,
were
it was the
forcing
No,
Noah.
the guys were, yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, Jeff went. All right, like I have to go.
Yeah, right. Jeff D'Lo got up on the pole. Now
Jeff
Noah
D'Lo,
has to.
It
Jeff
also,
D'Lo
like,
made a
some-
face like he the face of Jeff D'Lo in the video when he's done with it. He's like, that's my new job. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
a
like,
stripper
No,
now.
I've
and
done this
he
before.
looked at me and he's like,
No, literally, like it was. I swear to God.
like you're up, buddy. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, Nick
like a
Mulcahy,
dance-off, like
honored-
a call-off.
honorable
Like
shouts to
call-out.
Nick Mulcahy.
Nick Mulcahy is the fucking best.
He's the best.
And
Love him.
the prank.
And he wore that cheetah shirt. And he
wore that
And
shit
he,
to
let me tell
death.
you,
he was fresh to
Nick
death.
Mulcahy. So I said this on the podcast, but for those who have missed it, Nick Mulcahy had texted me, Fran, and Noah about work in a separate chat, and I wrote, Nick, do you have your animal print shirt for Saturday? And he was like, no, is that a thing? I said, yes. And it was as simple as that. He wrote, love it. He didn't ask
Didn't
any
question
questions.
it.
no,
Yeah.
no.
So then he texted
So that, but we'd keep like I'd keep feeding him things throughout the week. So I texted him like one of the days like, do you have an extra animal print shirt? Like I don't have one. And he's like, I actually ordered 2, but I don't think it's coming. And I'm like, fuck, like I'm gonna be the only one without one.
No. So then let me clarify. I started to feel really bad like Wednesday, and I was like, somebody tell Nick Mulcahy that this is not real.
Yeah.
And all of the guys were like, no, we're not telling him. And Matt was like, should I tell him? And Tommy and I were like, do not, capital letters, do not tell him. So I was like, all right, whatever. Then Saturday comes along, and they're texting me from the house. They're like, Ria, Nick Mulcahy thinks you have a box of animal print shirts on the bus. Like, when he comes on there, just say you forgot the box.
Yeah.
So he gets on there and he's like, is this a fucking bet right now? Do you have a box of animal print shirts on there? And I was like, Nick, I forgot the box. And he turns to Tommy, he goes, I'm going to fucking choke you.
But I think like he still somehow like while on the bus for a while like still thought it was a real thing and you actually forgot the book.
No, and I was like, and Tommy's like, I can't believe you thought it was real, like shoving his face. And I was like, Nick, though, I have to be honest with you, you look fucking good.
No, he looked the best. His shirt looked the best.
I was like, by the way, you look good.
He pulled it off.
You should be happy about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. We did lock eyes at one point on the bus, and I kind of like mouthed like, sorry. And he looked at me, he just went, like he just like silently shook his head, and I was like, oh
no. But then he gets to the.
I was like, you have the best
but
shirt
honestly,
in the whole group.
he really looked great.
Good.
He looked great. Yeah,
but then he gets to the club and he didn't give a shit. Took my
No.
glasses. He
Ate
has
it
a
up.
champagne bottle in the air. He's like, I got my cheetah print shirt on.
Yeah.
Having the time of
You
his
gotta
life.
lean into it at that point.
At that
No.
point, we were like, why didn't you guys just do an animal print theme?
Well, then I was
You
like,
know?
Noah, why didn't you wear animal print? You know what I mean? Like, you should have wore animal print. By the way, Jeff and Glenn were not too far off.
Yeah, they were.
Well, we
close.
knew that. We knew that.
We knew that
we
would
knew
happen.
that
Yeah,
they were
we
going to
knew
be
that would
wearing
happen.
shirts like that. But no, it was truly incredible. If you are looking for the way to a healthy scalp, then I have the answers for you. I've been using Whey products for years now. The leave-in conditioner is my staple, but that's not the only product I love. I love all of Whey's products. I have their body cream, their shampoo, conditioner. The detox shampoo is fantastic for me. Somebody who styles their hair in different ways, puts a lot of product in there. The detox shampoo gets that product out and really cleans my hair. And now on top of that, they have the scalp serum, which can be used on wet or dry hair and can be used morning or night. And 100% have said that they saw fuller looking strands after using the scalp serum. And this daily scalp serum can be used anytime, like I said, and it really soothes that irritation, the dryness, keeps that scalp stronger and healthier, especially in these dry winter months. So the way to a healthy scalp starts here. Go to THEOUAI.com and use code SHICKS for 15% off any product. That's THEOUAI.com. Use code CHICKS. I will say, at some point you two looked at me and you were like, I'm sorry, there's no stripper coming. Because
that was mishandled. It was
mishandled.
The ball was dropped somewhere.
Not on
along
me,
the way.
obviously, but you guys broke it to me. You were like, by the way, but the Cabana Boys stuff, they
not
filled
really
that.
on us either,
They filled
just-
that
No,
void.
no.
Yeah.
No,
They
But-
filled that void. We tried it. Listen, it was up until the very end. We were like, you know what? Let's make this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it just wasn't. It wasn't.
and not even just for me, but I know the other ladies there wanted it because
Of course.
when somebody showed up at the door, and they were like,
Oh, it was ice. I
they're
ordered
like,
more
oh,
ice.
we thought it was a stripper, and I heard that and I went. They
I
don't,
know,
you know what I mean?
I
I'm
know.
like, it's all right. But no, we still.
If I knew that bag had been fumbled like 2 days earlier, we would have had.
No,
a
at one
brigade.
point I told Matt the story of what happened, and because you guys had told me how like it didn't end up happening, and I told him the story. He was like, he sent me his Google search. He was like, male stripper in Scottsdale. And I was like, listen, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, look.
What if Matt sent you a stripper?
No,
That'd be
that
the-
would have been
that'd be the
fucking
most
hilarious thing.
Look, Kelly and I are fixers, and we nobody enlisted our fixing.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, nobody enlisted the fixing, and also like by the time we knew that it really wasn't a thing, like then it was. It was
The ladies would have
there was
appreciated
no stripper in 1 hour
because I know that they would have, because of every time somebody rang the doorbell, them thinking, "Is it a stripper?" Like that's what I would hear everyone scream, and then I'd be like,
We'll
what?
call a stripper to the wedding. We'll call a stripper to the wedding.
it's so
Show up
funny.
in the dance floor.
No. Honestly, though, like truly 1,000 out of 10 weekend.
Oh
like,
my god, it
not,
was so much fun.
Literally, not one thing could have been better. Like it was just incredible. Like top to bottom, and just everything about it. Like all the ladies in my life coming together, everyone was just so like everyone got along, like
Everyone meshed
really
well.
well. Like
Yeah.
the chemistry was like flowing off the charts. Everybody was having such a good time together. Like my favorite part was like walking into someone's bedroom and seeing the friends I grew up with some newer friends like talking in bed together, and I'm like, this is beautiful. Like
was
I'm like,
really
oh my god,
nice.
I'm so happy to like
Great girlhood. Great
Right, it
girlhood
was
big
all
time
weekend,
girlhood.
you know,
Yeah.
big time.
Big
it was
time.
incredible. Like it was so special. And then to just like meet up with Matt and all the guys, I'm like, literally my heart was like gonna legitimately jump out of my chest. I was like, this is the best thing in the entire world. Like I literally, oh my god, it was just the best thing ever. And I truly like, I almost when I saw Matt and jumped to his arms, I almost did a backwards flip.
No,
like,
really.
I was like,
No,
You
we
went,
know.
you went legs up so fast.
yeah, I know.
Kelly
There's
got
there's
so-
video.
Kelly was so excited for you that she threw her legs up. in
I
the
was
air.
kicking my feet. I was like,
literally
no
like
way!
Kelly was going like this.
Yeah.
Kelly was going like this. In the chair, I was like, Kelly.
It's in the shot.
I was like, everyone.
She's like, stop, get your legs down.
First of all, I have my phone like
Yeah.
this trying to film you jumping into Matt's arms. You just see Kelly's legs kicking
Yeah.
in the air in the
No,
in
it's
the shot.
amazing.
The moment was so magical. I didn't even think, like, I forgot that it was probably being filmed somewhere. Like, I
No,
was just
no,
like, I
I
can't
was like,
believe
Kelly,
it.
your vagina's out too.
It's like a
Like,
movie.
yeah.
To be fair, I had a
You know?
romper on. I had a
Yeah.
romper
No,
on.
but let me
it still
tell
was
you-
out. It still was out.
Yep.
The video I have of me jumping into Matt's arms and we're like passionately kissing. My legs are spread in the air, and you see Fran, like the mom from Mean Girls,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this with the camera, and she's just filming it, and she's like dead locked in on filming it. It's
Yeah,
So like
so
my
yeah.
arm is like flexed. 'cause
no,
I-
Yeah,
she's like,
you're
I
holding so
fucking
hard."
got this video. Like it is
I was holding it
unbelievable.
so hard.
No, it was
good.
it was just such an amazing time. Literally, all right.
Yes.
I truly
we just wanted you to have an amazing time, and I kept like Kelly and I kept looking at each other. We're like, she's having a great time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we were like just like
Yeah, but I
You're
hope
like,
you
it's
guys
going
had
well,
an
it's going
amazing
well.
time
oh
too.
my
You know
god,
what I mean?
we
Oh, out of
loved it.
control.
Because like my whole thing is like I always just like want everyone else to have fun. Like I'm like if everyone else is having fun, I'm having fun. Like
Yeah.
But I truly had
That was
the best time. Like
was
Saturday
amazing.
will go down as one of the best days of my entire life.
Saturday was-
like
was
the
really
pool
a
party into the night out with everybody combined. Like was
Yep.
just dreams. Like it could
fantastic weather, by the way, too. Just
Oh,
A
yeah.
plus.
We
Like,
really
had,
lucked out.
We had some
Great
A
weather.
plus days.
not. No, it was
Which
I got
you know-
burned on my chest.
No, I know. So
Burned.
I'm saying like we had beautiful conditions.
It was incredible. Like I literally can't get over
Yeah.
how fucking amazing it was all around. Couldn't be better. I was so sad to be like alone last
Yeah.
night. I was like,
Yeah.
well, because Matt had to fly from Arizona to California. He's filming a tennis with
With Hubs.
who
Yeah,
Hubs is there.
yeah.
That's what
No.
you're about to say.
No,
Oh, can we
No.
say who it is?
no.
yeah. I think so.
Oh, I don't
Maybe
know.
not. One of the
Oh.
best tennis players I ever.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I don't.
Anyway,
yeah.
like,
That's a good tease.
Yeah.
Ria
not
was
sure.
Ria was about to drop his Ria was about to drop the tennis player's
tennis
name.
player's name
and
is Kelly was
with-
Hubs.
with
Yeah.
Hubs.
No. I mean,
Who
all
was
the
also on the
organizers-
trip. Who was also on
yeah,
the trip.
but
Now we were gonna say
with one of the
with us.
best tennis players.
No, it's
And
that
we're like,
is mind blowing.
We're like, how are
Yeah.
you alive and
Yeah.
functioning going
Yeah.
to play tennis with one of the best tennis players in the world? Like, I'm
Yeah.
just not. It's not computing right
No.
now.
ever.
Ever.
That is like ever in the history of tennis.
Ever.
Yeah, right.
No, it's
Like-
crazy. It's crazy.
No, who has ever gone from their bachelor party to play tennis with one of the best tennis players in the world to Turks and Caicos?
No.
yeah.
He's on a heater right now.
No,
for
Matt
sure.
is literally living his best fucking life.
Is he flying straight there? Is he
Yes, he's
coming
flying
over?
from California to Turks
No,
and
he
Caicos.
isn't. Oh my
no,
God.
He's
So he packed for, like-
yeah, he's arriving to Turks and Caicos Thursday morning. I'm gonna be in Turks and Caicos with Fran and Joe all of Wednesday. Just the three of us,
That's hilarious.
Which is gonna be
Come and knock on our door.
Yeah.
Come and knock
it's
on our
Three's
door.
company.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
literally incredible. Thank you to you guys because you guys are just the best always. Like
Oh,
you
we-
guys
Oh, of
are
course.
literally the
We
best.
love you. We had so much fun.
I
Yeah.
love you guys
Thanks for
so
bringing
much.
us.
It was amazing. Like I just like, oh my God, I love having everyone around each other. And like now all the guys and the girls and like
Yeah.
for the wedding, like it's
I'm,
just
I'm really excited for
Oh,
the
it's
wedding
great
now.
my
vibes
God.
when everybody
Yeah.
knows each other beforehand too. It's like, yeah.
right because it's like not every girl has met all of the guys
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it's like just amazing all around. Cannot wait. Wedding is so soon. I literally said to you
So
guys
soon.
before, I said, Like I've been
Next month.
Yeah.
I've been
We're in next month territory.
Yeah,
we are.
it's like it's
Because now it's March.
Basically, a
By
month
the way,
away.
it's March. I think there was something
Yeah.
really bizarre about leaving for this trip in February,
and
Yes.
coming back
and
in March.
coming back in March. Obviously makes sense.
Yeah.
But
And
like
still
seeing my
weird.
calendar and being like, wait, today's March 3rd.
No, it's already March 3rd. And I've been
I was like, I didn't pay rent.
Yeah,
Like, it was
yeah.
like-
right.
I got they slipped the thing out of my thing. Said, "Oh, I missed the first."
no, it's crazy. I've been concerningly chill about like the wedding
Yeah.
that I'm like I must be missing something. Like
No.
planning
No,
wise.
Yeah, no.
You've been preparing. Like
Yeah,
you've
you
been thinking about it. You've been prepping. You've got.
I
Everything.
think getting everything done early was
Yeah.
the best thing to do because now with
sure.
it being next month, I'm like, I don't think I have anything to do.
You
like
can just
yeah.
enjoy.
Right,
I mean, there
I'm
really
time.
isn't until you're there. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can't,
Right.
until you're setting up and doing everything.
Yeah.
It's,
No, I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, if I'm forgetting something, and at least the two of us are showing up. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
absolutely.
like at that
That's
point,
all that really matters.
That's all that really matters. Is, you know, us both being there. But
it's just like dressing, and you got your shoes.
I got my
Yep.
shoes.
And you got, like,
I want
and you
everyone
love
to
the
know.
shoes.
I love the shoes. I want everyone to know. I went with a Dolce Vita. Is like they cost like $100 something, and they're fucking comfortable, and they're classic, and they're good
Their
to
shoes
go.
are stunning.
They're
And
really cute too.
I'm not
Yeah.
spending a fucking grand on shoes that are gonna get. And props to you if you do that. For me, I know myself. I am not the best walker in heels, and
True.
it's like,
Yep.
okay, guys, no, but
No, you're good. You're good.
no, not really. But
No, but there, like, I would step, like, there are some shoes that I would step in, like, if you were, like, that are beautiful shoes. But I'd be
Yeah.
like,
no,
You can't
I
walk
can't wear
around
that.
in those. No.
So that's why
you want to have fun. You want to dance the night away.
I want,
Exactly.
yes, I want something that's going to be comfortable and whatever. And like a lot of those shoes that cost a lot of money are not super comfortable. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on shoes that aren't comfortable. So I highly suggest if you're looking for shoes, look at Dolce Vita because they have a ton of options and they're super, super comfortable. I was like, I think I'm going to wear these all night. Like they're incredible. So super amazing. A million out of 10 weekend. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you to my sister who, made an amazing weekend. And
Yes.
also to myself because I feel like I planned
crushed
a
You
pretty
did.
good
You brought the
weekend.
noise.
too.
You brought the
It was
noise.
a joint effort between you and your sister too. You
Yeah.
did, you did a really great job, and props to Nicole because she's not living this life. These
Yeah,
days.
no.
And she's
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
And she
Yeah, she is.
powered through.
She did.
That was
Yeah, she
There was
did.
at one point Saturday night she was telling people she wasn't going out.
Yeah.
And
I heard that. I said, you get
and
your ass up. You get to
everybody-
the club.
behind my back because I didn't hear any of this happen.
Yeah.
Bullied the shit out of her.
We
And
did,
they were
we
like,
did.
you better, it's your sister's bachelorette. You better get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And
I
you
said, get off your ass and get to the club.
right.
I swear.
And she made it to the club and didn't want to
did.
leave.
She loved
No,
it.
I-
We kept telling her, we're like, you'll have fun once you're there. It's like, we have to get there. We have to
Exactly.
get the vibes up. As soon as we
Exactly.
got on the bus and we started playing, we got the music cranking again. We had our whatever
Yeah.
we have on our, we're drinking and whatever on the bus. And it just immediately, the vibes were right back up.
Yeah,
right
immediately went back
were.
up. And then she had,
She didn't want to leave.
she didn't want to leave the club. And she had an amazing time on that
Yes.
bus.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was incredible all
so
around.
fun.
Just amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Successful.
Very, very
Extremely.
successful. Noah, how was your guys' weekend all
yeah.
around?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like take too much time up because obviously it's a whole weekend, but it was amazing. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was incredible.
Do you have a favorite part?
I mean,
what's
just
your-
like hanging out at the house.
What is your
like,
rose and stem?
Yeah.
I don't really have a stem, but
Good,
I mean, I actually did end up going golfing, which I wasn't going to do.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah,
That is
and
huge.
I did.
How'd you play?
I think I played really well. I think a lot of people were shocked at how well I was playing because I've never played golf before.
So the group
Like-
was,
like-
the
like
group
my-
vibes are
my-
so good you
we
had
were
to
doing
go.
a
That was your first time swinging a golf club.
Not including mini golf. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, then, I
That's
mean, yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Like
it
you've
was-
never like put a driver in your hands.
No.
Yeah.
Our
okay,
foursome was
then-
me, Dana, Nick Mulcahy, and Tommy. And I was like, I asked Dana and Nick, like, just so much better than Tommy, that who's played golf before, that it was really like I felt bad for Tommy at some point because they were just shitting on him.
Tommy
like,
might
how
be like
is
the
Noah
least
better than
athletic
you?
Yeah, he's not
person,
athletic
like
at
running
all.
around.
Yeah.
this
He
place.
almost killed someone on the golf course. Like basically, like if the hole is over that way,
Mm-hmm.
he was swinging, and the ball went like that way,
Oh.
and
Oh
almost
my
took out one of
God.
the other guys.
Embarrassing.
That's tough between hearing the golf thing and the picture and the
Yeah, the
top-
hibachi.
Oh, the
hibachi.
hibachi was
What was
so
it?
fun.
Did they tell him to do that, or he just?
No,
I
he-
think that was
he-
his
no,
natural-
He did that.
Of course.
Hibachi
instinct.
was amazing. Like that always plays.
Hibachi is
Hibachi
always.
always-
It
That
really
that
does.
looked really
And
fun.
Chin Dao, our guy, like was incredible. Like
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
drinking just as much as
Yeah.
we were.
They always bring the best energy.
We did that in
Yeah.
Miami too.
Yeah.
They do bring
Yeah,
great.
they bring
they bring good
great
good
energy.
vibes.
And the
good
food was
vibes.
good. It all turned out like the food tasted good at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like the
Did you have
guys.
any issues with your allergies?
No.
Cute.
No, Matt called the restaurant and Hibachi to make sure that Noah was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Noah.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful.
No, Marty told the guy, and then I said, "Should I tell him again, like just to be safe?" He's like, "Yeah, you probably should." So then I went up to him, and I'm like, "So no nuts, right?" And he just laughed in my face. Was like, "Yeah, haha." And then, so then I kind of was like, "All right, well, I hope
No,
that
he
they're
called,
I hope
he,
it's
he
for
made
real.
sure before the party. He was like, "Oh, I have to make sure about Noah's nut allergy."
Yeah, because I
was like,
texted him like, "Hey,
very
tell them no
considerate.
nuts." He's like, "I already did." I'm like, "Wow."
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a
He
friend.
is-
That's
what a
friend.
guy. Just a great guy.
Great
Yeah,
guy.
I love
He's
him.
a great guy.
But the amount of
No, I really
drinking
do, he's the
we did,
best.
I was like, I could take a couple weeks off now. Like, it was just
Of
nonstop,
drinking, yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
It really was nonstop, but it was like it would have like peaks and valleys
Yep.
of the amount, but it was
Yep.
constant.
Do you guys
the whole
know
time.
like the drinking game? You just like baseball, but beer pong version.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were playing that all weekend, like very intense. We basically had 2 set teams, and we do like 9-inning games. And then you had text, so we were in like one heated battle,
you.
like Saturday night when we were getting ready, like before we went out,
Mm-hmm.
and you were like texting, like make sure everyone's drunk to be on like your guys' level.
Yeah, because
So
we
Mar-
were on a
yeah.
scary level that I
So-
was like, if the guys are not at this level, it's
Yeah.
gonna be disproportionate.
Marty
they're gonna be
like
like, what the
added
fuck?
this rule like mid game, like, hey, so if anyone homers, the entire other team has to do shots, and I swear like he made that rule, and then like 5 minutes later there had been like 6 home runs in a row, so our team took like 6 straight shots, and I was like blackout drunk like within 20 minutes, and
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was like, I need to start drinking water because I'm not gonna survive tonight.
I heard some of the guys puked right before they got on the bus.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
No,
I was like,
I was like getting there.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm glad I sent that text, but at the same time, no, it was good though. It was
No,
good.
but they needed
needed to, because
if they walked into what we were up to and they were not even close to our level, they would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Like,
they've
it would
been-
not have been. It would have
right.
been weird.
No, it was
Yeah, no.
it was incredible.
The pitcher. Did we already talk about the pitcher of green tea shots?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
Oh my
shout out Jeff
God.
Lowe.
Shout out Jeff D.
Jeff T.
Lowe.
Lowe made an
T.
entire
Lowe.
pitcher, the biggest pitcher you've ever seen of pre-made green tea shots, and a ton of little shot glasses, and just on the bus all the way to the club, just pour every single person. Like you had no choice.
I think Jeff Lowe broke the record of most delivery orders to a house ever this weekend.
Tommy was just saying that outside.
No, it was insane. Like I said the first day, like after the first 4, I'm like, I'm gonna keep count of this, and like I lost count. Like every 10 minutes there'd be someone at the door, and I'm like, Jeff, like just I didn't even know he ordered something, but I knew it was for him.
Of course.
And it would always just be like drinks or food or like. At one point, people were saying their lips were chapped. Order chapstick, like dirty chapstick.
Just like the house mom.
It's you gotta
It
have
was so
somebody
good.
like that.
But
You gotta have
everyone was
somebody-
like, thank God Jeff was there to like make
Yeah.
sure everyone was covered
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's just incredible. I'm so happy. Like I am just the happiest person in the world right now. Like I cannot wait to
was a
marry Matt.
success.
Like I'm so obsessed with him. He's literally the best person in the entire world. Like just the way that he treats me, first of all, like is just the like I literally I can't even understand. Sometimes I'm like, you literally treat me like the best person in the entire
Aw.
world. But also
'Cause he
the
loves
way
you.
He's a
that
sweetie.
the way that he treats all his friends too. Like
Mm-hmm.
he truly cares so much about his friends, the friends that he grew up with since he was literally a small child,
Mm-hmm.
his high school friends, college, his work friends, like my friends love him so much. Like that is literally the best feeling in the world when like your friends love like your
Yeah.
significant
Mm-hmm. Oh,
other
yeah.
so much. So it's like it's just the best feeling in the world. And honestly, like because he is that kind of person that like loves his friends and his family so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always loved my friends and my family, but like he makes it even stronger because
For
he's
sure.
like just
Totally.
that kind of guy.
Totally.
So this weekend was just amazing all around, and I thank everybody. I just want to float in the air.
You're just
like,
feeling blessed.
yeah, no, I really
I can't
am.
believe this is. I
I can't believe it's my life. No, I honestly,
true, though. It's
I didn't
true.
even close my eyes on the plane home yesterday. I was like, this is just, you know,
I was
I'm
sending,
skipping
I was firing
around.
off my my prosecco tags, being like, "Everyone's amazing."
Yeah,
I was texting
Oh
so
my
many
God, no,
people.
it was so good.
It
So
was
good.
unbelievable all around.
Good stuff.
So yeah, that's the recap for
Love
the
it.
Bachelorette weekend, and we're gonna get into the rest of the show. We're gonna be talking about Oscars and weekly watch report.
We have to talk about Traitors.
And we have to talk about. Oh my God, we didn't even talk.
Oh fuck.
I mean, I guess we could talk about Traitors right now, quickly.
We'll do a quick
Just a
trade,
quick-
'cause it was part of the bachelor.
It was part of the Bachelorette party.
We'll do a quick. Well, I'll talk quick, and then you guys can get
Yeah.
super deep into it if you want.
So please, your point of view of the Traitors.
My point of view of the Traitors
of us watching the Traitors and jumping out of bed.
So first of all, cliffhanger of the century. I've never seen a cliffhanger like that on a reality TV show that made us literally all jump out of bed. We had been outside watching Princess Diaries, and it was the chill night. We were all kind of like, all right, we have early morning tomorrow, boat, whatever. And then we snuck away and started watching Traitors. Us three and Franny, and I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be exciting. I thought it was going to be good. You know, who knows, whatever. I did not expect the fireworks that we got to witness.
Oh my God.
And we were all asleep and then levitated out of bed for that finale.
The way that we all jumped out of bed and screamed at the TV.
Crazy.
Like, genuinely, have you watched it yet?
I watched it, but I didn't watch it until yesterday on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
So I was really trying to avoid
Yeah, we'll talk about it
spoilers.
later on, but that was
Yeah.
that was I was
'Cause I think I saw you guys maybe like post about like your reaction, and I just like skimmed
Yes,
by it.
yes.
well,
you
we
posted our
saw.
reaction.
I got we were outside, and I got a few DMs of people being like, "Oh my God, are you guys like not going to be able to watch Traitors this weekend?" Because it was insane. And in my head, I was like, "Oh, we got it." And people were starting to kind of go into their rooms and like wrap up the night, whatever. I looked over, I was like, "Let's go watch Traitors."
yeah.
No, it was time.
And then wait.
but wait.
When we
Let's go watch Traitors. And
Yeah.
then literally Kelly was in our room. I go, "Kelly, we're watching Traitors."
Yeah. She was like,
when we
we're watching
snuck
Traitors.
into our room to watch Traitors, and my sister walked
No, that
in.
was the funniest. So we're watching Traitors. We're like halfway through the episode,
Yeah.
right? And it's starting to get juicy. We're starting to be like, oh shit. All of a sudden, I was laying on the floor because my back hurt, and we were like, the door opened slowly. Nicole walks in, and I literally went, "We're caught." And then she came in and she goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
The most serious "what the fuck" I've ever seen. Goes, "We could have watched this on the big screen outside."
Wait,
And
did she watch
storms
Traitors?
out.
What?
Did she watch Traitors?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know
Rhea was
that.
like, she doesn't watch. I was like, she's.
I
No,
knew.
but
To be
because
honest, I knew because she mentioned it
in
outside.
Florida, when we
So I felt guilty.
watched Traitors with my parents, like she wasn't watching, so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh, I
yeah.
thought she didn't watch," but apparently she does. But she stormed out of the room, and I was like, "Uh oh," you know, when you get the little sister,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh no," I was like, "I'm in trouble." I was
was
like, "I
pissed.
watched Traitors without her," and she was pissed, but it was so funny. Yeah, no, huge shout out to my sister too, because like you said, the little details of
So
like
good, yeah.
everything that she added on top of she worked so well with the company, making sure everything happened. So huge shout out to my sister for making that happen.
I selfishly
And-
am like the girl that like can't watch a show in like a big group, you know, because like
Same.
if people
Everyone's
start
talking.
talking, I get so annoyed.
Same.
So I was like, we can't watch this outside. I was like, we can't watch
No,
this
no
outside.
way, no
like,
way. People need to
It's
be
too
into
early
it.
for me to be like shushing people on this Bachelorette trip.
Yeah.
You know, like it's Thursday night. Like I can't be like, hey, you guys over there. Shh.
Actually, such a funny moment. By Saturday, you know, everyone's so much more comfortable with each other.
Oh yeah.
We were playing the game, and my sister is next to Fran in the game, and my sister whispers to Fran like, "I've been cheating the whole time," and Fran goes, "You just told the wrong girl. Nicole's cheating." It was unbelievable.
Flip cup,
No,
she goes, I've been cheating the whole time. I was like, Nicole, you're done for.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
on
you're
my
like, she's
watch.
cheating.
She's like, not on my.
She's
I was like,
cheating.
you know how competitive I get in these drinking games too. I was like, Nicole, you're out.
No,
and
forget
also,
it.
you're not. And
Forget
also,
it.
this isn't a team game.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
a
it was
single person game.
individual.
If it's a
Individual.
team game, different story.
Totally.
But the flip cup. Afterwards, one of the Cabana boys came up to me. He was like, "Yeah, I can tell you're pretty competitive. I can see it in your eyes." I was like, "Let's go, let's
Yeah,
go."
wait.
We were clobbering
You never
the other
realized Nicole
team.
was just taking her cup and flipping it
Yeah,
over.
she was just flipping
She
her
was
stuff.
like, "Oop."
When we were playing the slap cup game, and we were all like, "Slap that bitch! Slap that bitch! Slap that hoe!" They were like, the Cabana boys were like, "Oh, okay, we see the kind of energy that we are bringing to the games today."
The Cabana boys were like, we can make it stack cup. I was like, no, we're playing slap cup.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, we're not stacking, we're slapping.
My friend Jesse goes, "Wait, I get to slap people?" We're like, no, slap the cups. We're like, don't
The
slap.
slapping got more and more aggressive the more we drank. It was boom.
Yeah, slapping all over the place. It was so
Physical
good.
fights were about to start breaking
That was
out. Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Okay, let's get into the rest of the
Yep.
show.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you guys. Oh, goodness.
Clap for Kelly.
Clap it up. Clap. Thank you.
If you really want to change the way you sleep, you need to upgrade to Boll & Branch's 100% organic cotton sheets. You'll fall asleep faster with a luxurious softness that puts you into the instant relaxation mode. You'll spend every night in buttery, breathable comfort and feel your sheets get softer with every wash. You can discover the difference with Boll & Branch's 30-night guarantee. I love these sheets. I have these sheets on my bed at home. I also love great gift, if you know some people in your life that are getting married, showers, engaged weddings, you want to get them some nice home goods. The Boll & Branch sheets are amazing. Boll & Branch products are made different so you can sleep better at night. These all-season sheets have a breathable, unmatched softness to start, and like I said, they get softer with every single wash. Now's your chance to change the way you sleep with Boll & Branch. Get 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with promo code CITO. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com, promo code CITO to save 15%. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
Let's get into the Oscars. The Oscars were Sunday night, which, by the way, earlier than expected. I think everybody was blown off by that time. Usually starts at 8 p.m. It was 7 p.m. It was nice that it ended. Well, it still ended at 10:45.
Yeah.
So it
But
was
better than 11:45.
It's a long show. And Oscars, to me, is always the most boring out of all of them.
Yeah.
Opening, obviously incredible.
No, stunning.
Which I had to go back and
best part of the
watch
night.
because I was late because I didn't know that it was at 7 o'clock. But it was incredible.
Oh my God. Chills, goosebumps. The entire thing was absolutely spectacular. Ariana Grande comes out in her red ruby dress.
Mm-hmm.
She had the shoe detail on the back and sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow so beautifully, just so beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And then she subs out and they're just like, they look like they're floating,
Yeah.
She just like floats out. Cynthia floats in.
Yeah,
She
floating
sings-
is the right word.
She sings Home from The Wiz. I'm unfamiliar with The Wiz. Like, I know what The Wiz is. I've never seen The Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of Wiz love
Mm-hmm.
throughout the evenings, the Quincy Jones part with Queen Latifah as well. But Cynthia sings, and then they join together. They float together to sing Defying Gravity. And I mean, I know we just say it time and time again, but their voices are out of this world. Cynthia, doesn't even look like she is trying that hard. And her voice is booming sound. And they're both such little people.
It's crazy that those voices come out
Yes.
of both of them.
They're so tiny.
Cynthia is
Unbelievable.
There's no other words to describe it. And obviously Ariana as well. Ariana,
It's brought a tear to my eye as she
They're-
has.
and it makes so much sense why they
Yeah.
appreciate and love each other so much, because they're like, we're just two women with incredible voices, with such talent oozing out of us.
It really was the perfect casting. I know we just talk about how they're everywhere and so busy. It's just, they really, really nailed that. There was one shot that was so stunning. Shout out to that cameraman or woman that got that shot, And it was Cynthia singing, but you could see Ariana in the background just smiling over at her, just admiring her and
It probably
just fantastic.
It probably never gets old hearing each other.
Oh
They
my
hear each
God.
other sing all the time, but it never gets old.
No.
It's still jaw dropping every time.
God, it was beautiful.
The Oscars themselves, there were some sneaky wins. There was
lot.
Honora really
Cleaned
up, which was so cool to see. I mean, I think it's insanely cool that Mikey Madison, first Oscar nomination, first win. Your first nomination, then you fucking win it, and then the movie itself wins best movie and directing, and they won 6. It was just incredible the whole night. But I was genuinely upset about Timothée Chalamet losing.
Yeah, I know. I was too.
I
to be
know
honest.
Timmy is still young.
Yeah.
And he has so much time to, make more films and more roles but I was genuinely upset for him.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because like
I think his last speech at the SAG Awards, it's like that he cares.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think that is why. It's because he's like
Yeah.
like when they clap and you're like, oh, they probably were. That when he was clapping in his head, he was really upset.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, oh no, like I feel so upset for him.
Did
And
you see the Club Chalamet tweet?
No, I didn't see.
She was like, the Academy has made their decision. Congrats to Adrian.
Adrian's speech
Which,
is
you know
actually
what?
still
Respect.
going right now.
What?
He's still.
Oh,
his
yeah,
speech
he's
is still
still
going.
there.
Adrian's speech is so going
Yeah,
right
he's still
now.
up there.
Oh my
and
God.
here's the thing. I understand people love The Brutalist. The Brutalist was the one movie I did not watch. I literally watched everything else. I did not watch The Brutalist.
I won't be watching The Brutalist strictly for the time reason.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I
time
know
thing.
that
How long
it's-
is it?
Like 3.5 hours.
Oh
no,
my god!
it's so long that there's
Yeah.
an intermission
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
theaters.
that's why I saw one tweet that was like, "There's gonna be an intermission in his speech."
Yeah, right. It's exactly. And movie people love it. It was allegedly a beautiful movie. That's the thing. Like it's like, and I respect
AI.
that. I respect that art, the
He
whole
was
thing, whatever.
juicing.
He was juicing. Yeah, I know.
We not have any morals.
Yeah, and I think it's like not anything taken away. I did see a lot of people joke too. It's funny that Adrian's 2 awards, it's very similar
Yeah.
roles. And
He's
Timmy put a lot, 5.5 years working on being Bob Dylan. He put in a lot. So
I just
it does.
genuinely think that I can't really say because I didn't see The Brutalist.
That's
but,
the problem.
He
It's like we
gave
can't.
He gave a performance that was worth an Oscar win, in my mind.
For sure.
No matter how good anyone else
For
was.
sure. But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Maybe they
it's
want
like
to
not
give
the
it to
first.
2 young people.
That's not the first time you feel it's somebody who, I feel that way about Ariana Grande. Like
right.
I
think
really.
Demi Moore looked shocked when they
I
called
think she
Mickey
did.
Mouse.
I think she
I
did
think
too.
Demi Moore
To
thought
be
it was
honest,
going to be.
Yeah, it was. There were some. The Nora wins were surprising wins because every time I was like, oh, this will be The Brutalist. This will be. I thought maybe Conclave. 'Cause Conclave was winning a lot too. I thought maybe Ray Fiennes was gonna slide in there.
I would have been happy if he won.
Honestly, if it wasn't Demi Moore, I thought maybe even like Fernando Torres could be a sleeper pick there. And Amelia Perez did not win international film, which I thought was also huge because I felt like that was a pretty big favorite. And Zoe Saldana did win for supporting actress, which was really the supporting roles were the ones that have gone the same way across the board. It was Kieran Culkin, Zoe Saldana. They won everything. They cleaned up at the Oscars. Very happy for Zoe. Like she did put everything into that role and she did a great, I've said this 9 million times, right? She did a great job with the movie that she was in. The movie itself, my God. When those songwriters got up there, they won for Emma, and when they started to sing, no.
I knew watching it. I was shaking my head, going, "Fran hates this right now."
No. I couldn't believe it. But the songs are so bad. The fact that is an Oscar-winning song is a joke. Terrible. And you're so like.
When they went.
This is like mean, but when they won, I was like, oh, their egos are so inflated right now. Like they really think they did a good job. They're gonna sing the song on stage.
Also, when they played each of the nominated songs back to back, it made it that much more clear. This is terrible. How?
Right. It really doesn't make any sense. Selena Gomez had a funny joke on stage when she was presenting and basically was like, when you're part of the group project that gets an A, but you didn't really do anything. And I was like, that's hilarious. That is a hilarious joke. And then who was she presenting with again?
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, listen, that's why we're both here right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of bold to say to Samuel Jackson.
Conan did have that Carla joke. That was pretty.
Yeah. I thought Conan did a great job. I will say I'm never a big fan of the make a joke about how long something is and then throw something that is making a joke about how long something is. Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying.
Like
doing the dance routine
yeah,
after.
it's like, these, don't worry, I won't be too long. I know these things always go long. And then doing a full musical number about
Yeah.
things. I'm like, okay,
Now this is long.
either just do the musical number or don't.
But he's, a little self-awareness.
No, I thought he was very funny.
Conan,
I thought he
that-
pushed.
way better
I thought
than
he
Kimmel.
pushed it a little bit.
Funny
which
joke
was
about
good.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
The Kendrick thing
And
was
he was
funny.
like, and now
I think
we're
a
at
lot of
the
it-
halftime where Kendrick's going to call Drake a pedophile.
Yeah, I thought a lot of it was very funny.
And I was shocked when he made that Carla joke. I
Yeah.
literally texted the group being like, "Oh wow, so she's not there." And then they cut to her like a second later.
No, and it did kind of seem like she didn't She was like, I don't think she fully understood the joke.
I wish they
too,
would have cut
know?
to Selena in that moment.
I know that this is like.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Go. You took a big breath. So what
I
were you
did
gonna
because
say?
I remembered something,
Well,
but I'll remember in a
I'll
second.
remember. It was such a big breath that I'm
It was.
curious.
No, it was.
Now I'm on the edge of my seat.
I watched the Oscars with a group of people. It was my JB, Gia, TJ, one of Joe's friends, actually two, Billy. There's a bunch of people in my apartment. We were
I was
watching.
gonna say, you're having a hard time remembering who was there.
Yeah, I kind of was for a second. I'm operating on not 100%.
no. Honestly, I lost some
And-
cells in there.
Some of the group did not know about the tweets.
Mm.
And so I read the one about Selena Gomez, and everyone was like, what? Like, I was like, oh yeah, and she tweeted this in 2022.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, what? And they're
Right.
like, and it was an article about Haley and Selena. I was like, yes.
No,
Yes.
insane. And also, like,
Did you forget what you were
yes.
going to say? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's why I.
No. I knew.
Oh.
I remember the other thing.
Oh,
I
the
was gonna
other
say.
thing.
But what I was just about to say in response to that.
It's gone.
Oh, it's
Oh.
back. The Oscars, they let Will Smith get on the stage after he slapped Chris
Yeah,
Rock. So,
right,
like,
yeah.
The Oscars, they're like, yeah, she can come.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they
Everyone was like clapping for her too, which I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
What I was going to say was, it's really not even important now. It feels like there's such a build-up, but it's
Yeah.
really not. Every time they panned to Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet when there was a joke about Timothy, it looked like Kylie didn't get the joke every time.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like
I feel like
Kylie
she
was
didn't
just...
know how to act.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like she just maybe felt pressure, like, being on camera, so she would just, like, look like there was a delayed giggle every time. Because
Yeah.
it was like, the joke would hit Timmy, and he'd be like, that's a good one, and then Kylie would laugh, like, 5 seconds later.
I also feel, and this is just opinion about the family as a whole, that there's just been so many jokes made about them or at their expense that you're kind of jaded when it comes to people like making like, what are they gonna say? Like, I don't know.
Right, like, she's like nervous they're gonna say something about her.
Right, yeah. Like, I feel like maybe she didn't know if maybe she was gonna be mentioned or if they were gonna like. I feel like she was maybe on edge a little.
Yeah.
In that moment.
It's really nice that they have such a nice relationship.
No, I thought it was so sweet.
That's
I thought
really
it was
sweet.
amazing that she was there with him. I feel like it's been amazing that he has completely had his moments. He is on the carpet. He is doing it. He's got the fits. He's Bob Dylan, everything. But then she's there at the shows supporting him, sitting next to him at the Oscars. And then when it did get to Best Actor, she swapped with his mom, and his mom was the one sitting next to him in case there was a win.
That's so
And I thought that was
sweet.
really sweet. And she just, honestly, I know I give her a lot of credit for especially this too, because I feel like right now, we didn't really talk about it, but her hairstylist just passed away. Very tragic, very
So sad.
really young, Jesus. And they were really, really close. Like, if any, you know how that whole family is with their glam teams. They're really, really close as like family members to them. And I think that, really has crushed her. So to be there and support him and like be a support system for him there, and they were constantly holding hands and being close and everything. I thought that was really, was really sweet. Through the after parties and everything, I thought it was cute seeing Timmy like talking to Kim, talking to Kendall.
Yeah.
Like, it's
No, it was
kind of crazy.
It is.
I'm like, is he going to be in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians
Right, like,
eventually?
what?
Like,
No, it is really cute to see. But yeah, there was
Yeah.
Nora, best. I thought Mikey Madison gave an amazing speech.
Yeah.
Really solid writing things down.
Yep.
Even though you don't want to be like, hey, maybe I thought I was going to win, but it's just nice to have because then you don't
Yeah,
get
it's
up
just
there
nice to be prepared.
and she was prepared. Really, I thought was such a nice speech. And then I was so happy for, independent filmmaking.
Yeah.
I thought that was something nice.
Sean Baker with a lot of good messaging. I thought,
Yeah.
theaters.
Kieran Culkin had a good speech, too.
Yeah,
Kieran I'm always ready
Kieran's
for
the
Kieran
best.
Culkin's speech.
Kieran's
Because
the
Kieran
best.
Culkin's speech always ends up like him and his wife are about to have another kid.
Yeah.
It's
Every
always
time
heads
he's
in
like,
that direction.
Yeah, he's like, we're getting one step closer to the Oscar and we're having more kids.
I do like how he still will be like, obviously, Jesse Eisenberg, genius, love him, but it's still kind of like, it wasn't that easy to work with him. Like,
Yeah.
I also love watching Jeremy Strong's reaction to Kieran Culkin winning every time. It's like a I'm so mad clap. Like he's like, it's never like and he never looks genuinely happy.
that joke that Conan made where he's like, the most serious actor in the world. Like,
Yeah.
about
and it's tough too because but this is where comes into play. There's some amazing performances. Not every Kieran Culkin, amazing. I thought he was great in Real Pain. Jeremy Strong was really fucking good in The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think he probably, do you think like in order would be like fifth and like likely to win that award? Fourth or
I don't
fifth?
know what I don't know
No,
what.
yeah, but I'm just saying like that's how it seemed. Like he was never gonna win that.
It did, but I thought he was really, really good.
I saw somebody say something interesting that, when they say like Kieran Culkin is sort of the, similar role to like Roman, but not really, but you know what I mean? Like whatever, similar energy. And I saw someone say like, well, what if we just start thinking about the fact that they fit the role type of what the casting is instead of you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, they like, people are so quick to be like, oh, he plays the same or whatever, but it's like, no, but that's what those roles are looking for. So like, how about he's a perfect fit for the role?
And we know that because he didn't audition, he didn't do anything. They were like, this is what we want you to do.
He always has
in this role.
A funny speech. And were there any other
the Memoriam song?
Guys, oh my God.
What was that?
They played Requiem in D minor for the In Memoriam. We were dying laughing. Because that music is very ominous. And it makes you think something bad's like gonna happen. And it really did not fit the moment at all.
Not at all. Like, get Chris Martin up there again from the Grammys. Like, do something like that. Like, why is it so like depressing? Like it should be more
a celebration of life rather than a
and it's not even like not as much depressing as it was just like
scary.
Yeah. Like it was a little more aggressive.
And then you see like the whole like all the people singing like kind of in the dark like around. It was weird. Although Morgan Freeman's that was nice what he said about Gene Hackman.
No, totally. I know people were also was crazy that Michelle Trachtenberg was not featured, which oh my God, that was so sad. That was when we missed that
so
last week.
Sad,
so awful.
Like,
I know.
Just one of those, like
it really
there's some like
one of the ones where I saw it and I just like I was like, oh no,
whoa, yeah, that's so sad.
I know she was so amazing. Everybody has had such kind
really
words to say,
things to say
about her, but that's where like breaks my heart a little bit because I mean, Gene Hackman, iconic.
Yeah, that kind of like
he was 95 years old. Like he's.
Also another like crazy story.
Yeah, really crazy. And really not quite sure if
I don't think there's
So that having him honored is I understand. I know where they're gonna do that, but it's like, what was it, a day apart?
They did have on the bottom of the screen like scan this to see the full like they can show everyone.
I know,
but I'm assuming she wouldn't be on that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
But it's just how hard is it?
I don't know. I feel like every time they do these things, at these shows, they're always missing.
And there was other. I think people said Shannon Doherty too, wasn't it? There's a few. I don't know what if there's certain criteria. Like I don't know what how they decide who's shown or not. If there's that many people that are not shown, but that was a really bizarre choice in song.
It was.
Very bizarre choice in song. And of course, it's like the Oscars, so then they throw in these other little bits and pieces. I feel like they made things up just so that they could include the Wicked performance and not have the original songs be performed.
What do you mean?
Like the James Bond thing.
Oh, yeah.
Why? It's not
Yeah.
an anniversary.
That was random.
There's no new announcement. They don't have a new James Bond. It seems like the new James Bond's actually stalled completely.
Yeah.
So it's like they were just like, oh, here's a. It was cool.
It was
like,
cool. Margaret Qualley.
But I was like, why is
kinda
Margaret Qualley
yeah,
dancing to James Bond?
that
on
was
my,
really
like I was like,
random.
what?
Yeah.
I was confused too. I'm like, is she in the next movie or
No,
something?
right. That's why I was like, I'm not. And all the performances were amazing. I mean, credit to. I thought Doja Cat sounded fantastic, and also credit to Ray for singing Skyfall because
Yeah, she's good.
I would not want to be singing Adele. You know, like that's as good as it gets is Adele. And I thought she crushed it. It was really good. But in my mind, I was like, why? What is this for?
Yeah.
I thought maybe if they had like some big James Bond announcement for after, it would make sense.
That's another thing. Like they could have taken that out, and the show would have been a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But it was
that's why,
cool, but-
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of like,
Classic.
I don't know. They could have. I mean,
yeah.
I get they obviously could have just had
The Adam
Wicked
Sandler
before,
thing was
but
funny.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. Classic. I mean,
Chalamet.
shout out Nikki Glaser for just
Yeah.
continue like making that joke happen.
Yep.
You know, shout out Nikki Glaser at the Golden Globes for doing the Chalamet because now we've gotten Adam Sandler and Timothy Chalamet together multiple times.
Yep.
The
Yep.
classic
Yep.
Oscars. Then we get into the Vanity Fair party. Huge congratulations to Hannah and Paige for hosting the Vanity Fair
Carpet.
Oscar red carpet. They did such an incredible job. They are so funny. They're the perfect two to have a banter with, you know, celebrities
so
on the
good.
carpet. I loved
It
the
looked
Haley
stunning.
Bieber video cracked me
Yeah, it
up
was really
because
good.
Hannah always jokes that Haley Bieber's her best friend. And she was like, oh my God, look, it's my best friend. And then Paige is like left out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was so funny. Paige was like, is Kendall here? So
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
like, no, that was so good. They both
So
look
good.
absolutely stunning, like so incredible. And then of course I love to see the Vanity Fair Oscar party outfits because, you know, which by the way,
The
my
regular
favorite
red carpet
my
was great,
favorite
too.
was Ariana Grande's.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I thought that was
Breathtaking.
sick. Like
Her and Cynthia really incredible.
I loved.
Incredible.
Um,
I know there were some very, very, very pretty. I think they the two of them stole the show
Mm-hmm.
in my book. I actually loved Timothy's highlighter suit.
yeah, change it up. You know.
Yeah, and I know I've said it to you guys like a million times, but my God, does Andrew Garfield look good? And that's
Andrew Garfield.
It's the monochrome thing he's been doing with the, you know, he's got
Mm-hmm.
the silk shirt and it's the brown for the carpet. Then he switched to blue for the after. I was like, oh God, he looks
Andrew
good.
Garfield is looking great, and I love a monochrome in all settings.
Yeah, it's just-
monochrome always plays.
And there was something with he had great like the necklace he had on too
Mm-hmm.
was perfect. It was just really styled extremely well. I thought that was very, very well done for
Yeah.
sure. I love Miley so much. I love her so much. I can't do the bleached
Yeah.
eyebrows.
I do not love the eyebrows. I love
just-
Miley, but I do not love the eyebrows.
And it's just in general,
Mm.
no matter what. Doesn't matter who you are. Bleached eyebrows, it's just
I don't think they look good on
it's-
anybody.
No.
Really at all.
I don't.
Straight up.
People should have eyebrows that you can see.
Yeah, like
Hot take.
yeah, no. If you are like
It
going out of
changes
your way
your
to do
face
that,
so dramatically. It's pretty wild. Like eyebrows are such a key part of your face.
you're telling me.
Yeah,
You're telling me.
they really are.
Dealing with
and-
these bad boys,
Yeah.
it's an issue because they start going in one
Yeah.
direction, the whole face changes.
Yeah, and I know it's a look. It's high fashion, like the whole thing, but not for me on the
Yeah.
on the bleached brows.
But the classic, you know, Vanity Fair people looked amazing and stunning,
Yeah.
and you know,
What'd you think of Kim's look?
I actually thought Kim looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I was
Toned
so
down.
I was so happy to see Kim in a dress.
Yeah.
that wasn't a bodycon dress.
Yeah.
and it was something
A little
different.
too much wedding dress for me, though, in my opinion.
But I just was happy
yeah,
to
and
see.
still Balenciaga.
I mean, I can't get on board
yeah,
with the Balenciaga, but
yeah,
I was so
It was
happy
different.
to see her in something different.
Yeah.
Like thrilled.
yeah.
I want to see Olivia Rodrigo in something different.
I agree. I
want to see Hailey Bieber in something different.
Yeah. Haley was totally fine for me.
She always looks stunning. I
Olivia-
actually really did like her dress, and she always looks stunning.
Yeah.
But
Olivia was not for me.
Olivia, she's always wearing just a black long dress.
Yeah. I didn't like this one either.
Yeah.
Kind of like black leather. Selena, I thought looked gorgeous.
Stunning.
The Vanity Fair dress, I think I loved a little more than the Oscars one.
How about
but,
Zoe
oh my God.
Kravitz, a little coolie out on the carpet in
Yeah,
her
she
dress?
went little crack out.
But how about her and Noah Centineo
Also seen out.
again?
We might have to eat our words on that one.
And you know what? I'm glad that we gave them the space to maybe be friends. But at this point, I'm now thinking it's other than that.
Yeah,
Unless they're really working on a project together.
Right.
Wait, like I'm doing it again.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to be respectful. But
I know.
Can you imagine Noah Centineo when he was sitting right here and he looked at his phone like Zoe Kravitz was texting him?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like just thinking about that right now. It's like you were sitting right here and on your phone was Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Wild.
So wild.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like I'm having a moment right now. I'm like, this is our life. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa. He was just sitting right here.
He was.
And now he's with Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, having
a late night out at a bar.
Damn, that's where the best script writing happens. At late night at the bar.
That's definitely what they're doing.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
We should call sex script writing now.
Yes. They were definitely up late running
They're working
lines.
on their screenplay.
They were running lines.
Yeah, they're running lines.
Her dress, it was one of those where, covered in the front, but she did a little turn, a little mesh jewel situation on the derriere.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a peekaboo crack. It was full crack. So she's got a very cute butt. I mean,
of course
she does.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Exactly. And yeah, it was fun. Some couples out having a good time at the Vanity Fair party. Mm-hmm. I love seeing Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song out together. They're just
I love it.
They did an interview
the Culkin
recently.
guys.
Yeah.
They know how to treat their women.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yes. But they just
the
did an
Culkin
interview.
Guys, they show a lot of respect to their wives.
Brenda was raving about just, their relationship. It was very sweet because she was like, look, like, yes, we have stayed on the more private side, but we've been together a long time. We have kids. Like, what do we got to hide? Like, we love we're in great places in our lives. It was just beautiful what she said about their relationship. Love seeing them out. It looked like there was maybe a picture at one point. Maybe Macaulay's loafers started to hurt him. He wasn't wearing them I think he was like holding them in his hands.
Me too.
Feel you, bro.
Me too.
Feel you, bro. But no, it looked, as always, Vanity Fair party looked like a blast. There was the Beyonce and Jay-Z also had an Oscar party. I saw Andrew Garfield and Monica Barbaro headed over there that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just seemed like a fun night. I'm trying to think if there was any other standouts. Coleman Domingo always looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Yes.
Always dresses.
I saw a video that I didn't know they did this at the Oscars, like in commercial breaks. Like he went on stage and they were like blasting music and he had a drink and he was just like getting people hyped up. Being like, everyone like take a shot, like blah blah.
Oh, that's
Love
like
that.
dancing, like getting everyone dancing.
Yeah, get the party going. You
Absolutely
gotta
love
get the
that.
party going at the Oscars.
There's Olivia Rodrigo took some pictures with Vanessa Hudgens. Love that.
It was just like it's a classic Oscars affair.
It was.
You
It
know?
was. It was.
A classic.
And I will say, I think Conan was a good fit. I think they should keep Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Little more, like, not necessarily crazy, but a little more PG-13.
Right.
You know?
Instead of PG.
Yeah, Kimmel's so PG.
And I feel like if you don't he doesn't currently have a talk show anymore, so it's like
Right.
you're not trying to keep all these people happy. Like,
Right,
you're not worried
right,
about
right,
this
right,
person's
right.
to come on the show.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Right, right,
exactly.
right.
I actually really loved Zoe Saldana's dress too.
Yes.
I thought that was really gorgeous and pretty and
she is
very
just
unique. That red carpet dress.
so naturally gorgeous.
She is gorgeous, and her partner, husband, I'm not sure, they are stunning,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely stunning. There was also a moment. The last thing I'll mention was, if you guys don't know the context, when Adrian Brody won his first Oscar, Halle Berry gave him the Oscar. She presented the Oscar to him, and he walked on stage and just planted one on her, just kissed her right on the lips. And there's a clip of Halle Berry on Watch What Happens Live where she's asked about it. And she was like, yeah, that was not planned. Didn't see it coming. And she was joking. She was like, in the moment, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And she said it like 40 times.
Which I saw people like after that were kind of like upset, being like, you just kissed her without like
no,
her
seemed
knowing.
inappropriate. It was,
But now
yeah,
it's like
it was
I guess she's
2003.
like,
and so, well, I mean, I don't know if she's been just brewing her retaliation for 20 years, but she saw him on the carpet, went right up to him, looked at his girlfriend. Are they married?
wife, I think.
Wife?
Girlfriend.
I think
It is?
girlfriend. I don't
Yeah.
think they're married.
No, it's girlfriend.
Yeah. Georgina Chapman, who was married to Harvey Weinstein, which, interesting.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah. And she literally goes, sorry, Georgina, gotta do it. And just
Planted one on him.
one on Adrian. So
And you know what? She had to do it.
Yeah, right?
She had to do it.
She had to do it. And I think Georgina laughed. I would hope Georgina maybe knows the context of that. If not, probably be pretty confusing as well.
Right. I hope because it was confusing at first.
Well, yeah, I'm seeing, like, I just searched Georgina Chapman on Google, and all the headlines are coming up is Adrian Brody threw his gum at her when he won.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Well, he took it out and he threw it for her to catch.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could have kept it in his mouth, but he probably thought this one's going to be long.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to be respectful and not have a piece of gum in his mouth during his speech.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have gum smacking while you're talking for a long
exactly.
time.
Exactly.
Right.
It could have.
He could have went into his pocket. Instead, he threw it
He did.
at her.
He did.
And it dropped on the ground, and she had to pick it up.
He did. But yeah, that's Hallie got her smooching.
Yeah, she got that smooching. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for the Oscars.
Yep. Happy for Nora.
Very
I will
happy.
say, because it was it was a surprise.
Yes, it
for
was.
sure. Big time surprise.
Huge congrats to all of them.
I saw a stat that was like, it was the lowest grossing film to win Best Picture since Tom Jones in 1960 something.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
That
So,
is.
Yeah. Very
Congrats
happy for
to them.
Yeah. There's something magical about beautiful jewelry. We all know that. The way it makes us feel, the memories it holds, and the stories it tells. But when it comes to buying it, things don't always go smoothly. Maybe there's a limited selection, long wait times, sky-high prices. And sometimes even less than friendly service can put a damper on what should be such an exciting experience. If you want to make buying jewelry feel as special as wearing it, look no further than BlueNile.com. At Blue Nile, you'll find thousands of independently graded diamonds and fine jewelry pieces at prices below your expectations. Peace of mind comes with every Blue Nile purchase, thanks to some of the highest quality standards in the jewelry industry. I love Blue Nile. Their jewelry is beautiful. I have a pair of diamond studs that I wear all the time. They're my perfect set of earrings that, if you want to go in between, you want to look nice, put together, but in beautiful everyday earring. You can experience the ease and convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler. Go to BlueNile.com today. That's BlueNile.com.
All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday. 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 Yeah, I fell over my words.
But let me tell you something. It's the most appropriate level of energy, and it's making me laugh every single time because every time we pause, like go into the next segment, it's like when you're like, all right, let's get into the Oscars.
Well, I just said right before we started this off camera, I said, all right, I'm on my last leg.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm rounding third base here,
for
but
sure.
I'm running slowly.
And Traitors is our home plate. What?
Yes, it is.
Guys.
Because all I did watch was Traitors. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you watched Princess Diaries.
Well, we watched Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
We watched Aquamarine.
Yeah.
Those are A+ movies, so it don't even need to be discussed.
You watched Summer House?
Oh, Summer House.
What?
You watched a lot.
Yeah, Summer House.
I know you watched Summer House on Wednesday night.
And Southern Charm.
Yep.
Yes. But anyways, I want to talk about Traitors. Shocking ending. Shocking ending to Traitors. I'm going to need Brittany to have written Danielle's name down.
So bad.
I'm going to need Brittany to have written Danielle's name down.
I don't think she did.
You really think they would hit us with a to be continued
I saw people saying that they think that they did that because if she didn't write Danielle's name down, they basically won. And it's like, okay, like, why am I going to watch the finale if, like...
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's kind of what I'm
Traitors
afraid
are gonna
of
win.
also.
If she didn't write Danielle's name down, then they're going to win.
Yeah.
The Traitors are going to win.
But how amazing would that would have been?
Yeah, and I also, you know what, and they were all, so much of the cast was all together, and I saw pictures, they're out to dinner, they're all doing stuff together. Like Danielle and Brittany were sitting across from each other.
Oh, they wouldn't.
No. If Brittany pulled that shit again, I think
Danielle wouldn't forgive her. I saw a hilarious interview with Gabby Windy on the carpet, and someone was like, do you guys have like a group chat with all the people on Traitors? And Gabby was like, oh, no. We just all still talk shit about each other behind each other's backs. Yeah. I was like, she is just so effortlessly like iconic. Everything she says is incredible. Which shout out to Gabby for fighting back with Danielle,
Yep.
holding her own, being like, I'm not stupid. Like, I loved that because Danielle really was treating Gabby like Gabby
Yep.
was an idiot, and
Yep.
Gabby is not an idiot. Like,
That's how Danielle thought she was gonna be able to spin it on Gabby. Like,
Right.
oh, it's always the girl that's the sweet girl. Like, you're
No.
totally gonna be the traitor.
And I love the fact that Gabby's like, you're the fucking traitor,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
Like, she's
yep.
like, I know it. I
Yep.
know she's the traitor. I don't know why people aren't believing Gabby, but
Dolores like is ruining this.
I know.
it's
Dolores, come
She ruined this whole
on.
show.
I
Come
love
the
her
fuck
so much,
on.
but my God, did she fuck up this
She
show?
fucked it up so bad, like genuinely.
Yeah, maybe
And
one of
here's
the worst
thing.
faithful evers.
Seriously, and when
Faithful ever.
because all she does is write down. She was writing Tom's name. Now she's writing Ivor's name down. She's not going with the plan. She's not going
No,
with anybody, and
yeah.
it's fucking up the game. And when and Dolores is playing this game like she's on the Real Houses of New Jersey with the loyalty and da 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 da, and that's why it is funny, but at the same time frustrating because you're like, when Dolores finds out Danielle is a traitor, Dolores is gonna cut Danielle out of her life like she does on Jersey House. Like, she's gonna be like, fuck her, she lied to me. I mean, like, it is part, you kind of have to do that, but she's not thinking to herself,
She's not thinking about
oh,
anything.
she could be lying. Like, she's
Yeah.
just like, no, she told me she's not a traitor, so
I mean, I guess credit to Danielle, right, for like convincing, like Dolores will absolutely not accept that she could possibly be a traitor. Like Dolores
Yeah.
is like, there's no way it's her.
right.
Which is really just shocking. And Danielle is not a good actress. So I don't like
I
it
mean,
is-
apparently
it-
she
yeah,
is, though,
right.
if everyone's buying into it. And
But here's the thing, like not everybody is. I just wish like listen to Gabby, listen to Dylan. Like I don't know how Dolores isn't looking at Dylan, who has been so good and spot on with some of these traitors, and isn't thinking, maybe if Dylan is so convinced it is Danielle, that I should also think that maybe it's Danielle. She's like, nope, it's Gabby or it's Ivor. Like, there's no other possibility.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck are you stuck on Ivor? She fucked up that whole table. I mean, Gabby obviously made out, like, it helped Gabby. But when Dolores was like, it's these two, there's no way it's not Danielle. And when she voted, like, when she said that, Brittany and Danielle looked at each other. And they must have had a conversation before of like, if Dolores is going Ivor, let's go Ivor.
Yeah.
Because it's going to help them to get Ivor out. So
shout out to Dylan, because
Yeah.
the fact that he stood his
Yep.
ground and
Yep.
wrote Danielle's name
Yep.
down again when she pulled that whole thing on
Yep.
him, I was like, good for him for
Yep.
sticking to it, because he is going to be proud when he finds out that she was a traitor. And he was like, I'm willing to take the risk right now. And I loved that from Dylan. I was like, thank God Dylan did that. But yeah, Dolores fucked that whole thing up.
right.
She really did.
She really did. And what's crazy too is like the benefit of that challenge, which we still don't know who won. If it's Danielle, of course, like, you know, if Danielle won that, she's got this in the bag, really. And if it's Dolores, she'll bring the wrong person. Like she'll just bring Danielle. Like it's like, or I don't even think she'll bring Danielle. I think she'd probably bring the wrong person, because she's like, oh, I totally think Danielle's a faithful. So I don't know. It's very, very frustrating to watch Dolores at those tables, to be like, oh God, especially like with what you said, like Dylan still was convinced it was Danielle, and they're just gonna send Ivor. I mean, I really do think that they made it seem like Brittany is gonna write Danielle, but I think in her mind she's gonna be shocked that.
But then, like,
I think she was just shocked that it's gonna split again.
but if they put Ivor up there and he says, like, yeah, I'm a faithful, then isn't Dolores, like, at what point is Dolores like, okay, well, then I guess it has to, like, now she's going to think
Well,
it's
the game's
Gabby?
over. Like, it's, yeah. I should probably look at Gab, like.
But, like,
there's
it's not
only so-
over. Like, it's gonna, like, she'll have another chance to, like,
But this is
think
the
that
last
someone's a
roundtable, isn't it?
No, but then they're still going to have to, like, at the end, like, they're going to have to go through, like,
yeah,
do you think there's any traitors left in this
yeah,
circle?
yeah.
And she's probably going to say,
I can't
that's
wait. I
Gabby.
can't wait. A.
Yeah.
I'm rating it an A, because even though it was frustrating, still solid.
So good.
So good.
Really. I can't believe they got. So yeah, I mean, realistically, it's still going to be 2 votes for Danielle and 2 votes for Ivor at that point. And then I think I don't even know how they decide.
For
They
what?
leave it up to chance, is what Alan said. So I don't know, like say flip a coin. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
some bullshit.
I don't know what
yeah,
that
it's
means.
bullshit.
So we'll have to see.
We shall
I'm
see.
so fucking excited for the final.
Can't wait.
I don't know. We're really.
We're gonna have to get it.
I'm gonna have to bring my computer or something.
Turks and
like,
Caicos VPN.
I-
We'll have to go into your room and watch it. Yeah.
Like there's.
Yeah. We have to. We
We
can't
have
miss
to.
the
It's a
finale.
must, yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. Summer House, I'll give a B.
I didn't finish the summer house episode. I literally only watched the first 10 minutes.
Lexi and Jesse,
It's a no for you.
it's a no for me.
Yeah.
First episode, I thought the flirting was cute and funny.
Now it's like the whole show.
Now it's like the first week they met, they go on a date, and she's like, "I want us to only, get be seeing each other."
Yeah.
And like Jesse's gonna fuck that up because they only met like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And then, but which was kind of crazy. Like also, like you guys just met, like, and then also in the same week met her parents. And it's like, you guys have literally only known each other for a week and a half now. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
it's just a lot for what's going on in the show. You know what I mean? Like, It's just like, and I also think she comes across a lot younger than 27
Yeah.
watching the show.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know why, but I feel like she comes across younger. Like when I found out she was 27, I was shocked. But I thought it was cute and funny at first, but now I'm unsure about that.
Yeah, that's
you know
fair.
what I mean?
That's fair.
So that's where my head's at with that. And then, everybody knows how I feel about Kyle, so I don't really need to dive into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 of Severance, 1 and 2. I know people are really raving about this last one, so I gotta get.
Last night.
Yeah, I gotta get there. I'll get there.
I
gotta
started
get there.
Paradise.
So did I.
Sorry, I
Look
started
at you.
I started Paradise. We're 3 episodes in.
Oh shit, 3.
Just get to episode 7.
No, it's good.
No.
I know. I heard episode 7 is insane. It's really good. We have to take a pause.
Jeff Lowe at the house, like,
Yeah.
still trying to be like, well, yeah, episode 7 was amazing, but this show still isn't good. I'm like, you watch, he literally said to me, I can't, like, I watch it immediately when it comes out at midnight. But then he's trying to say
But
that.
why does he say it's not good?
I don't know, like, it's some, like, film bro thing. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, no, we watched 3 episodes, but we haven't been able to watch more. But it's really good. I mean,
yeah, I love it.
yeah.
I only watched the first episode. I watched the first episode on the plane.
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
Yeah.
It's solid. I love a new show. I love a show like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Trying to figure out who did what, like that. I love that. Yeah, that was at the beginning of last week. I forgot that happened. Wait, I actually wrote down. I think I watched some other. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
I only watched
actually
one
did
thing.
write
Actually,
down
10 things.
I'll give the first. I only watched the first episode of Paradise,
Yeah.
which I'll give a B+ because it's the first episode.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
I thought it was a good,
Well, that was Jeff's thing. He goes, the pilot was
great pilot.
really, really good.
Great pilot.
Episode 7's really good. He says the middle ones aren't, like, but I don't think that's true. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well,
for what it is, like,
Yeah, totally.
It's like a Lost type of show.
yeah.
It's not like Severance.
I'm very excited to keep watching that. Hey, Chicks in the Office listeners, if you've heard us talk about Roback before and were intrigued, this one's for you. As much as we all want spring to be here, it's still pretty cold, and us New Yorkers need to brave that cold. Roback has the perfect assortment to take us from winter into spring. Their tempo set is the perfect transitional outfit between seasons. In the winter, you can layer it under your down jacket, and in the spring, you can wear it over your workout set. The material is so soft, making it my go-to outfit to wear while binging my latest TV obsession, no matter what the weather is outside. And as it warms up, Roback still has you covered. I am picturing myself, as soon as the weather gets warm, wearing their sunrise shorts, and when the UV is peaking, I'm outside taking a walk, working on that base tan. You guys know they come in so many fun colors: hot pink, light blue, and green, in addition to your neutrals. Whether you're training for a marathon or a girl who's strictly 10-3-30s, these shorts will get the job done and you'll look cute while doing it. Lastly, Roback will be launching their Sydney Skort at the end of the month. The new Skort is high-rise. It has a ribbed waistband, snatches the torso. It's the perfect fun, flirty, and flowy silhouette. Make sure to check back at Roback when it drops soon. I love wearing my Roback layers. Got my quarter zip that I wear over my workout outfits all the time. You can use the code CHICKS on Roback.com for a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com, Roback.com. 1 and 2 of season 2 of Severance, I'll give a B. They're good.
People are gonna come after you.
No, they're good. 1 and 2 though, like it's like they were both very
I know.
set up.
I agree.
Like in my mind too, I'm like, I get a little frustrated with it when it's like episode 1 is all Annie, episode 2 is all out. Like I'm like, well, what's going on? I want to. I don't know. There's just
and it's
like
very slow a lot of the time.
It was a slower start for me where like the first episode the whole time I was like, just fucking tell me what happened to the Audis when this was like, because I was like, was it really this much time that they're lying to them? How much time was it? How are they getting back in? So it's just slower paced at the beginning. That's all.
Yeah.
Like it's not a diss to the actual content of what is like. It's still very interesting and I like it.
Speaking of Severance,
but
Ben
the
Stiller,
pacing kind of gets me sometimes.
Ben Stiller was funny at the Oscars.
Ben
That
Stiller
was
was
funny.
funny.
Ben Stiller's always funny.
Yeah. But I know everybody's like fucking hyping up the rest of the season.
I feel like people don't know it enough that Ben Stiller
created Severance.
Yeah.
Like,
It is like I found that out. I'm like, what?
yeah, it is crazy.
It was funny that he tweeted like, "Let's go Knicks" after they won, like while he was at
Literally
the
tweeted
Oscars.
Knicks win.
Yeah.
Knicks win, all caps. I also love that just because like one time now he mentioned he watches Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and like maybe some of the other ones that he's asked on the carpet now all the time about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like he was like on the Oscars carpet. He's like, oh, I'm a little delayed in the episodes, but like Dory and Kyle should really be having each other's backs. Like they're both going through the same thing right now. Like they could both really use each other.
Unbelievable. If only Ben Stiller would come in here and do some recaps. Some
like,
Bravo
yeah,
recaps. Summer
Really,
House.
really, really funny. What else? Traitors is an A. And I watched the first episode of Paradise. Honestly, I really didn't watch too many other things. I did watch the last movie I had not watched was I watched A Complete Unknown on the plane.
Oh,
because it finally came on
They
on
had
demand
it on the plane?
No.
it's on Hulu now. I thought.
It finally came
Oh.
on demand like last week,
Oh.
and Joe's been dying to watch it. It's like he bought it
I
right
think
away.
It's on Hulu now.
Oh, maybe I don't
I
know.
think it is.
Oh well, I downloaded it for the plane. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Great. He was so good.
He was like, the movie was great. I never thought it would win, but
Yeah.
he was like incredible.
Like, yes, he outperformed the movie because it's just there's too much going on in the movie. Like I could see people if you were
that's what people are saying, but it's like I don't have a problem with that because
No, I don't
the
either.
story is the
I
story.
don't either.
They're not gonna
Exactly.
like have him
Exactly.
in a
You
plane,
can't like
you
can't
in a
like
rocket ship. I mean.
add in dramatics because
Yeah.
that's just not what happened. But my God, he was great. I
Yeah.
thought he was.
And I saw like Josh Brolin because I guess they were good friends from Dune.
Yeah.
Like he was talking to him and he's like, I didn't see you in like, which is hard when
Yeah.
he's like one of the most famous actors in the world, and it's like to believe that he's Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was very impressed. It makes it an A movie just because of how good he is.
That's
You know?
it bumped it up from like
Yeah.
bumped it up a grade or two.
Yeah,
A half
absolutely.
grade or two.
He really was fantastic. And
I saw you were
honestly-
watching Court of Gold.
oh, you're so right. I watched all of A Court of Gold,
Yeah.
So
every
did I, yeah.
episode.
It was great.
So good. I thought A Court of Gold was awesome. I'll give it it was really good. A-. I really loved it. I thought it was really interesting. I love jumping around the
I
other
agree,
teams,
I
the other
agree.
countries.
The funny thing is though, I was excited to see the Jason Tatum part because if you like followed, like he didn't play,
Right, 'cause he didn't play,
and
yeah.
like it was as if he wasn't even on the team. Like he might have been in like 2 camera shots the entire
Yeah,
documentary.
yeah.
They just like didn't focus
Well,
on
you
that.
know.
But I would have liked to see like, was there any discussion? Like where was that? Like like Steve Kerr.
I mean,
did
they
he tell
kind of
him,
did
like,
with Steve Kerr being like, look, it's impossible to
but that was
set
like
a lineup.
an interview. Like I want to see like in the locker room, like.
Well, I don't. Maybe they weren't doing it in the locker. Like maybe they weren't talking about it in the locker room. I think.
Or like have Tatum.
Maybe this is the naive. Maybe this is the naive thought. But in my mind, like while that was going on, the Tatum conversation was such outside noise to them.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like obviously they knew it was going on and they knew everyone was like, why is he not playing? Blah 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 blah. But I think like he seems like a very level-headed good guy. To the point where I think, like, there's a world where only so many people can play.
I think like he just agreed to not be like really a part of this because otherwise, like they would have like why not have him like at least talk about it in a confessional type thing, like
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't. Not
it wasn't,
everybody.
Like, the story of this. Documentary, but.
Yeah. I'm just saying, not everybody had confessionals.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't really like a focus.
Yeah, and there's other players who didn't do it either, really.
But I thought that was gonna come, so I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, well, that's fair then. Yeah, that is fair. I think. Did I watch anything else? No, that's everything.
Okay, I watched the last 3 episodes of that, and I'll
Recorded Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a B. Like I enjoyed the first few more, but I did like to see like the different teams interacting with each other. Like that was cool. Like to see like Jokic and like all.
I loved Jokic at the when they're joking that like the Serbian team was just like drunk the whole last day. And then
they're
they
like,
were
you've been drinking all day.
But then he was like somebody's looking for a beer. He was like, find their coach, find Steve Kerr. He's got him. He's got the beers.
Yeah, it is cool just to see them all like, and when they go to that like after the games, they go all like sit in that thing and just hang out. Paradise episode 7, like A plus. Like this episode.
Wow.
I need to rewatch it. It's so fucking good.
Wow.
Like just not 1 minute of downtime. Like every single second of this episode is. I wish it like would have been 3 hours long. It was so good, and it's like it's the most James Marsden you get. Like he's like the whole because I don't give anything away, but like he's like in the whole episode, and it's just so good. Like,
well, I love the sound of that.
Like just I'm telling you, and even the people who like don't like the show or whatever like are like that one episode of TV is incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, A+ for that. I watched Conclave, which going in I didn't know. I knew like loosely it was about the Pope and everything. I thought it was a true story. I didn't really know what it was. So when I went in, I like quickly realized like, oh, this is not a real story. This is just made up.
Yeah.
And it kind of every time it got like semi like ridiculous, it got more ridiculous. I'm like, it can't get. So I thought it was really good. Everything about it. Ray Fiennes, like did you see it, Ria?
No.
Oh.
No, I know the ending.
I'm fine with some of the stuff being like this obviously would never ever happen. Like this is absurd for like the dramatics. The very end, like the big like surprise.
Yeah.
I thought that was like they didn't need to do that. Like I just that dropped it from an A to an A- for me.
Right, so when I talked about it, I was like, I had to rewind because I was like, wait, is that how it just ended?
Yeah, no, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Like you didn't. It was already so unbelievable what was happening. But I thought like it was really captivating. I thought it was gonna be like a slow, boring movie. It was not.
I think I'm gonna throw some of these on today.
Yeah.
Honestly, Stanley Tucci was like he was really good.
Stanley Tucci was amazing. Yeah.
And that was cool. Like all the, I mean, even though it's not real, like it kind of makes me excited for the Pope to die.
Oy. Yeah. Well, we're fast approaching real life conclave, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah. So mark that one on your calendars. It's probably coming up soon. Yep.
But yeah, I'll give that an A-. Traitors, I'll give an A. I would give it an A+ if we knew what happened. Like if Danielle were to get out, it's an A+ no matter what.
Yeah. It's just.
I just don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen either. It would have been too. Honestly, the satisfaction, like it'd be too much.
Actually,
too much.
I kind of enjoy hating
Danielle
something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're not getting what we want. It's almost making it even better. It's like.
But I enjoy hating it when there's like a hope that, like, we'll get her.
You never know.
There is like a sliver, I guess.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
And then last night I watched the new episode of Severance, which is 7, I guess. I don't know if that's
Yes.
true. 7?
I believe it's 7. I
and
saw
I
a
had
lot of
heard
people
this-
going season 2, episode 7.
Yeah, this was
Whoa.
like hyped up a lot, and I went in, and yeah, I mean, like just from a pure like technical point of view, and like the way that this was done, it was pretty wild. Like it was a very artistic type of like I've never seen a show or movie done in this way. So for that, I'll give it an A. Like it was incredibly well done and like produced, and just every aspect of production and all the acting and everything was crazy. I'm still like kind of like fully confused half the time I'm watching and like not really know what's going on. Which I think is part of the reason why I'm like I don't know what's like what is happening. Like like what world
like
are we
shaking
in?
your
Which
TV.
is it the innie or the outie? I don't know. But this
No,
just
you
from
really
like
have to be you really have to be locked in when you watch. I was cracking up last night because after the Oscars, my brother was at our apartment and he loves Severance. Like he won't shut up about how amazing he thinks Severance is, and he's obviously up to date. And I like go to put on I watched the new White Lotus. I go to put on the new White Lotus, and he goes, "Oh no!" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "You put on Severance." I was like, "You saw them all already." He's like, "No." He's like, "I know, but I want you to watch them."
That's the thing. I think
I was like, "Okay, well, we're watching White Lotus right now. I'm sorry."
some people are like so like this is the greatest piece of art in the history of art, and I'm like, it's making me not enjoy it as much.
Well,
because I'm like,
it's making you go heel. That's the most Noah thing ever.
No,
but
it's not
It's not even for that. I'm not trying to be like. I'm not trying to contradict people or just go against what everyone's saying. Like, I think it is really good. It's just like, if you don't love it, if it's not the best thing you've ever seen, then you don't even understand it.
Right.
Like,
No, that's actually the worst when people are like, "You're just not smart enough to get it."
Like,
It's
okay, well then go watch Paradise, idiot.
Oh man. By the way, I'll give the White Lotus episode 3. I'll give it a B. It's good. I'm enjoying it, but we're in setup territory still. You know, it's very like setting the scene, doing the characters. Like, eventually, obviously, it'll get there, but we're still very much like setting the scene for whatever is gonna go down. I would say so. That's everything. Anybody watch?
All right, that's it.
But I'm actually dead serious. Anybody see some of Shane Gillis's stuff on SNL?
Oh,
I did
me
it.
and Tommy watched it in the car ride home from one of the bars, and we were both like very underwhelmed because he just did his stand-up. Like, he didn't
but that's what cracks me up though, because he does that, and he did it the first time
apparently
he did
Louis
SNL
C.K.
too.
told him to do that. He said, which I get it. Like, if you're trying to like appeal to a mass audience, get more fans, do your best stuff. But it's just like we've seen this all before. Also, like a lot of them did not land with the audience.
Well, that's why I was
all.
like it made me laugh even more because it's so funny that he does it because it's not the crowd, and I appreciate the commitment to him still going out there and doing it because he did that the first time and it was the same kind of thing. If I remember correctly. The crowd, like,
I think
and he totally did it again, and there was not a lot of laughs from the crowd.
I just would like prefer to see it be a timely thing, like when
I
Dave
agree.
Chappelle or those type of people that go up and they're talking about like the Trump meeting the other day. Like, how are
I
you
agree
not,
because
like,
a
you
lot
can
of it
make all
too,
these
especially
jokes.
with Shane, it's not new material.
You know, we've all like if
Yeah.
if you're familiar with stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
like you've seen these bits before.
Yeah,
So it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't see any of Shane Gillis' stuff, but I did see Tate McRae. And
she crushed it.
she's incredible.
She is.
What a dancer.
She is. She's a true pop star.
Truly.
Really,
It is.
I
I
thought
love
it was
her new
great.
album.
Yeah. Okay. God, let's wrap it up.
All right. That wraps it up. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much. And we will be back for another episode on Wednesday. Big smooches to you all.